The Chicago Bears win streak is snapped by Tyler Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens 30-16. Snoop Huntley did his thing, looked like Lamar 2.0 at times, but we're going to break down the entire game, play the blame game today, and a lot more Chicago Bears talk right after this. If you're tuning in right now to the Black Bear Podcast, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast, one word, no spaces, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host in the building, Chef West, to the right of me. It's the post-game show, fellas. It's the people. It's the post-game show. 30-16 loss, backup quarterback, third string quarterback. It was a lot. They just never look settled in on either side of the ball. I don't know. Look, the players didn't play. They didn't play as good as we expected them to. I thought we was outcoached. I thought we got outcoached on. I don't want to necessarily say Ben got outcoached, but for sure Dennis got outcoached. But I think Ben showed us like kind of what he was showing us through the first, like, I don't want to say like the first 4 weeks where it was good stuff, but it was like we still had some questions, like back when he ran a QB sneak twice back to back in one of those games a few weeks ago, when he was throwing wide receiver screens out the ass. Like I don't know if he got out coached, but Dennis Allen definitely got out coached because Tyler Huntley looked like he could start for some people, but I mean they had a good game plan. Harbaugh, they try. I guess what they try to throw the whoop-de-doop on us with that whole Lamar is he in or is he not? They knew he wasn't fucking in. They knew he wasn't in. That's why they're about to get investigated or whatever the NFL about to look into, because that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
come on, just say yeah. But they did this to us last time in 2018, I believe.
Yep, and we lost to Huntley
too. And they did this same they held that Lamar Jackson status right up into the end, to the last second. But hell of a game plan for Harbaugh with that third string quarterback. They didn't even really destroy us with Derrick Henry like we all thought. If they was gonna win, it was gonna be back to we can't stop the run woes. But it was Huntley. He looked sharp, man. Started the game 9 for 9. What you thinking right out the gate?
Like I said, this was like I said, before we got on the air, we was banged up before the game, we was banged up during the game, through the game. I think somebody even got injured when they was hugging at the end of the game. We had to cart somebody out. Like, that's how bad the injuries was. The refs is being the refs. They wanna put a microscope on every single offense that the Bears do, knowing that we gonna, like I say all the time, I'm gonna say this is this is my 4th week in a row. To all the refs out there, if you're reffing the Chicago Bears, don't worry about making up flags. We're gonna give you flags to throw. You're gonna get on TV. Your family's gonna see you. Don't worry about it. We give you penalties easily. But just once again, like just not referencing the game both ways, And then it's like you looked at the play you was talking about with OZ and all that kind of stuff. Like y'all actually, y'all not even looking at it for helmet to helmet. Y'all looking at it if he made a football move and all that kind of stuff. If he fumbled, it wasn't because maybe the hit, but it was like, did you not see, like you said, the helmet on helmet, all this kind of stuff? And then you turn around and at the end of the game, you see something that everybody like, oh, that's a face mask. So we don't get that. They showed it twice, reviewed it, they looked at it twice, and that was it. But when that one was, we got to get a replay assist.
So they actually looked at the face mask?
No, they just showed it twice. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even care. They didn't care to look at it. And I'm just like, that's why I keep saying, let's do it. Let's just be fair. Let's ref the game the same way. Let's keep the same energy on both sides. Like I said, but my initial thought on this, Harbaugh beat you. Ben Johnson. Welcome to being a
Yeah,
head coach.
that's a good point. Yep.
This what a big dog head coach do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what a hardball is. This is what they family do. Pedigree. Like you said, whether you want to investigate the Lamar Jackson, hey, him, Bill, Kansas City, West Kansas City Chief head coach. I can't think his name. Mr. Nuggies. Uh,
What is his
Sean
name?
Payton.
Oh, Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, the Sean Paytons. You can throw Pete Carroll there. You know what they do? They study everything you can possibly do to get an edge in the game, and they're gonna use it against you. He simplified it for him. He like, hey, look, you as a third string quarterback, we gonna try to keep this defensive line off you as much as possible. But that secondary out there is just, if you can just hang in and make throws, don't worry. Huntley was throwing the ball to empty spots, and their receivers, Zay Flowers, that was their number one receiver. They're like,
Oh yeah, Zay couldn't be stopped.
just let them cook. Just let them cook. Just throw what we practice all week. And then, that's just so much. Like I said, either way it go, guess what, Ben? You got.
Mm-hmm.
You got up. He ran up behind with the pistol and took your wallet and walked.
That's that I like that aspect of it. You met a OG head coach.
Hey, look, it was both of y'all. Y'all was the Waynes. Dennis Allen and Ben Johnson, y'all was the Waynes from Batman. Y'all got Colin Allen got popped, and now y'all kids are orphans. You know what I mean? Y'all just got outshone, outshaped and shaped. You know, like I said, fans, we could, like I said, we could dig in on injuries and play calling and that. But we can look at stats. Like even the stats don't look too bad, but it's like when a player stats, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, he had this, he had that. All right, cool. What was the disconnect? They just let you go first, and then they countered.
Mm-hmm.
And when they hit you, you didn't fight back.
Man, I'm telling you, when we had we had the first two possessions, we scored back-to-back field goals, and it was 6-0. I just knew they were gonna take the lead. I knew it. They was gonna go up 7-6. You just knew.
I knew they got Henry. He's 7 points.
Yeah.
He's 7. That when that happened, I said,
yes,
as expected.
Mm-hmm.
Sat there. I'm like, all right, now come back, and then we just came back ugly. We just came back just didn't. Oh, it's like just bad. Just do the same thing you did the first series. Then fucking run the same plays all over again. I don't know, but we just look bad, bro.
You knew what Harbaugh's game plan was with Huntley. Like you could see it. Get the ball out quick. He was getting it out. It was sometimes he held it a little bit and would dot us up for a 20-yard, 25. Like we had him on 2nd and 23 at one point, and they picked it up. They picked up the first down. Yep. That was the story of what our defense was looking like. McLeod was getting his ass chopped up. He couldn't guard nobody. Nashawn Wright took a step back, in my opinion. He didn't play his best game.
He didn't play his best game.
And
no. TJ was absent. Tremaine was absent.
Tremaine, yep.
I mean, if you look,
KB, that was gonna be there you go, the play we needed.
6, yep, that was gonna be the one. But like I said, like Brisker, where was you at? Like
none of their blitzes was getting home. None of the blitzes got home.
It was like why blitzes not getting home? Like I said, I mean, you could, like I said, man. Like you text me, well, look, they want to keep Caleb percentage high. That's what y'all get. I'm like, yep. And Sweat got a sack. That's what y'all was screaming about.
Ain't working. Shit,
it ain't working. Like I said, individual stats don't work. It ain't gonna. No. It don't really make that much of a difference. They
love somebody talk about 70%. He was at 73, and he was 14 for 19 or whatever. He was hovering around that 70, and I don't even know what he ended with. But
18, 18? No, 25 for 38.
His I don't know what that percentage come out to, but
probably like 65, 66, something like that, maybe.
He was hovering 73, 70 plus the entire game, and we were damn near trailing after they scored that first touchdown. We were trailing the rest of the game.
Yep.
But that just go to show you that shit don't matter, man. Just go out there and play football. And in my opinion, Caleb, like his numbers don't look bad, but I just feel like, man, I feel like he bottled in. Just like they trying to, because everybody talking about this erratic and Superman superhero ball, dumbass shit. The way I think that those are fine numbers. 25, 38, 285, the touchdown. I mean, the interception was bad, but there's some drops out there that would have put him over 300 easy. I didn't. I wanted to see. I want to see Caleb play how how I've come to what I've come to expect from it. Because that I don't know, that pocket shit is fine. That's cool. He can do that. I need the all-star. I need the superstar. I want the Superman. I'm sorry. I want the Superman. And that might be unpopular, but I do, because that shit we saw today, that's not gonna win us games. It ain't.
Sideways is still backwards. If you scramble east and west, you're still going backwards. You behind the line of scrimmage anyway. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna scramble and go out, start going forward. Go get as close to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, you want to do the Superman stuff? Fine. Look, fine. But if you ain't, reach and get like what is the saying? This is a game of interest. If you even if you just run out and just stick the ball out past the line of scrimmage on first down because you scrambled drill didn't work, 6 inches, half a yard.
He picked up what on 20-some yards, and
23.
He slid, and I'm just like, take that hit, just take that hit. Carry dude
they
out
told,
of bounds.
They said when he did that last time, people was like, "Oh man, Caleb Williams taking those hits." But man, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just go play.
It didn't look. It looked at the whole entire team looked unnatural. They looked not like themselves. They looked dead.
Yeah,
they looked like zombies running around there. They was only getting what people was giving, and that's just the fact of it, bro. It's just out coach, dude. The bench, you stand out with that serious face.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think I text you. I'm like, Ben look like a bitch. Like I'm like what? Come on, man.
Like you trying to look tough.
Yeah. Who you think you intimidating?
How you looking tough right now? You carrying a purse. Like what is wrong with you? Like you out there look like your team is out there looking like you're not doing anything or nothing. And okay, if you mad, like damn, I wish I had, all my players out because I do this and I do that. Mm-hmm. If that's what you're mad about, fine. But at the same time, you can't.
His press conference.
You knew who you had to get ready since Tuesday. We saw it. We was honest about our injury report. We saw it.
Which is, I'm glad you brought that because Kyler popped up on an injury report later in the week.
Was it? No.
Like it was like a Wednesday thing, wasn't it?
I thought it was like maybe it was Wednesday. I know it was at least 48, 72 hours for the game.
I know it caught me off guard because we all knew Stevenson had the shoulder, and we knew Cole. Kyler popped on there out of nowhere. Let me see if I can find
think he was on there. I think he was on there as like did not practice or whatever. I think what popped Wednesday was when they put him on IR, which means like
that might be it.
Because it's like, wait, you on IR? So here we go again.
Trying to see,
but yeah. Anyway, like the whole fucking thing. I see Duvernay return a kickoff of 50 yards. I'm finally.
Like, wow.
And you know what? See, and then what turnaround happened? We lose a receiver. Now he ain't even running them back no more. It's like anytime we had to try to get some momentum in this game, bro, it was stifled by an injury, a penalty, or just bad play calling to me. Like even when you was like, how you blitz 9 and leave the whole middle up open for him to run. What Huntley run like 65 yards? It felt like.
Kyler got ruled out on Friday. He practiced limited on Thursday and got ruled out on Friday and then put on IR. Yes, that like where did that come from? That shit and that was devastating. Not even gonna lie. That was because the first game he came back, he was rusty. Second game he was back. Him and his twin was doing their shit. It wasn't working today. When blitzing him and his his twin wasn't there, but Brisker and whoever else replaced Kyle, it didn't look the same.
I swear some of these
blitzes was not getting home.
I swear they kind of like Siamese twins, dude. Like some of these players is like it's like with Tremaine and like with TJ, and it's like, okay, y'all back together. Y'all miss Kyler Gordon that bad? Like
right.
You know, like it's kind of like I said, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or last week, like you can see the confidence these players have in each other. These starters, what
Mm-hmm.
they have in each other, they don't
Yep.
care. Like I know Mark Rob is over here. I ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
worry.
You
I just
gotta
need to focus
trust.
on this.
Mm-hmm.
Now they got, like I said, you looking around and you do your job, and fucking McLeod is over there, not even tackling, study trying to strip the ball out. What are you trying to study? Strip the ball out, hit him, make him not want to catch the fucking ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
If
No
he
matter the
catch him,
yards, hit them hard.
you catch him, hit him all in his back and his kidney and his liver, knock a like. And then you turn around and you see Ozzy catch the ball and Humphreys, I think it was.
Yep. Marlon Humphrey. Yep.
I'm for quarterback.
Yeah. Oh my,
Oh
that
my
pissed me
god!
off. And then
Oh,
they was acting like it was such a talking about it was a 50-50. No, he popped that ball out and then it bounced right back in his stomach. And then Marlon Humphrey put his arm in there to try to rip it apart. It was clear we had to, like, come on, man, y'all doing too much now.
it was so much like
Doing
it was
way
like
too
they
much.
was really, really trying to push the narrative towards the Ravens
Cairo
again.
Santos missing
That's
the
another one.
hurricane 58-yarder dude. Like, come on, that I get it. It's not ideal, but it was perfect. They did it perfect. Whatever they was
You got to
repping.
kick the fucking ball.
Oh
How? But
man.
how can you make? How can you can't? Hey, look. Oompa Loompa is not kicking us 58 yard. He physically can't generate that
God.
much power. Let's just be honest with it, right? I'm just saying.
I
He
was
just
thinking about my take I had on last week's show, Wednesday show, where I put up the dumbest tweet, and it was the tweet talking about when Santos comes back, they think Moody should continue to be kicking, and I'm like, no, let's grow with Moody.
yeah.
I'm not obviously we can't guarantee it. I guarantee one thing: he would have got he would have had the distance on
The
that motherfucker.
distance,
He
because
would
ain't
have had the distance.
55 is the norm right now. 55, you got to be able to kick a 55 yard.
Can't believe it was short. It was short though.
Short.
Because it was that first of all, that motherfucker was right down the middle.
Right
If
down
it
the
was
middle.
a line in the middle of the damn, it was
This was
right there.
what is it, the CFL or whatever? As long as it
Yeah.
goes into the end zone, you kind of get a point. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
go to Canada. He don't go to Canada. Canada, he'll be a dog. He'll be Robbie
He'd be a
Gold.
legend. Yeah.
He'll be
He'd be
Robbie
a
Gold.
fucking
He'll be
legend.
Ganikowski up that motherfucker. Vinatieri. He'll be a dog up there. But it's just like I said. Who else you want? Who
And
else
that
you want to go for?
so
Who else you want?
who next?
Who next? Who the fuck
But
is next?
that whole sequence was bad too, because then you had Caleb. They was actually moving the ball, but then you got Caleb who he had 2 intentional ground calls on him. The first one I can understand, he was going down, he threw that right to the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one, I'm like, okay, I get there's no wide receiver in the area technically, but it was obvious Rome was doing a corner route on that side. I don't know who that was over there.
That was Rome.
But it was a corner route over
He
there,
was
and it's
trying.
like
He was getting a
just
little
underthrew
hand
him.
fighting. Yeah, he
Like, what
underthrew
is
him.
we doing, man?
Like I
I
said,
wouldn't have threw that flag. That was stupid. But
no
the whole
benefit of the
sequence was
doubt.
bad.
No
Nah.
benefit of the doubt for the Bears. We don't get no benefit of the doubt. No nothing.
We got to win off our strength, our own skill every game.
Yep.
Every single game.
It has to be convincing, and that's why these last ones suck. Okay, I can agree. You want to put that out there?
Marcus mixed it.
What's
Not
up?
mad at the L, but beyond pissed at how it looked. That's kind of like it's
So I
like
think
how
that's our sentiment. It's like
man.
I don't think beginning of the season, I don't think nobody gave us a win for this. I don't think we gave us a win for this when we did our predictions at all.
Everybody put this one as a L.
So in the long scheme, like I said before, I said in the long scheme of it, it's like, oh, okay, fine. But it was a gift. We didn't accept it. And we just looked bad.
If you would have told us Tyler Huntley was starting, we probably already
week one. Yeah, if you told us Lamar Jackson was Lamar Jackson not playing this season, everybody would have been like, "Oh, we down bad on the Ravens." We would have took that. And like I said, you could figure out whatever excuse you want. Marcus, you said it true.
Yeah.
You could talk about the injuries. You could talk about the refs. You could talk about there was a third string quarterback. You could talk about we didn't get the turnover, so that's why it is. That's why we just got out coached, and it looked bad.
Outcoached. It was a very winnable game, but like I said,
What do you say?
Harbaugh did like that. Whatever he did with Huntley throughout this week, it was perfect. It was perfect. I don't. What was Huntley's stats at the end?
I think he was like 17 for 21, 185 a touchdown.
Like, I mean, polished. Like he was getting that ball out. Bing, and Zay Flowers
Yep.
routing dudes up out there. Now, and
17 for
they was
22.
short yards, but then when he needed to get big chunks, he got the big chunks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now we can't let him do
But
that. It's
think
one
about
thing
it.
if he dinking and dunking, but now he's
It was
Andrews.
one big play basically per series for the Ravens. And the
Yeah.
reason that they wasn't scoring is because special teams can't cover a kick or a punt.
Mm-hmm.
We motherfuckers getting 35, 45, 50 yards every time they return the ball on us. So
They
that one,
special teams celebrate so much.
yeah, you know, that 25, look, a 25-yard pass, a 15-yard pass, a 17-yard run after, you know, catching the ball at day 5, day 7, whatever it is, and you running it back 30 some yards, the end to the 50-yard line, you running a 17-yard, 25-yard play, you're right there. You're 10 yards from the red zone almost.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only one play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Field goal range. Look, like I asked you before we came on, and I'm gonna ask you again, and we'll jump into our great and not so great right after. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights, and post game shows after every single game. Scale of 1 to 10, how pissed are you about this loss?
I think I'm at a 16 now. now I'm thinking about like
now we didn't line them up and knock them
lining
down.
up
Who
and
next?
looking
Come
at
on, who
it.
next?
Yeah, and
Who
then
finna get this
Marcus
belt
Mitchell talking
next?
about what y'all good, better, best. We ain't doing that today. It's what we doing blame game this show today. We cracking the blame game.
I doubt we see video from the locker room today. We've had a month straight of locker room speeches and locker room content. We ain't gonna have that to show y'all today, so I doubt it. But we got Coach coming up. We got Caleb coming up at the podium as well once they release that. But let's get into our great and not so great. This is a tough one. I'll kick it off. Great, and I actually didn't even really think about it. I haven't even like planned one out. I normally do have a couple in my mind, but just right out the top, great from this game would probably be shit. I got one, but I don't know if I really want to choose that one because that shit was very mediocre as well. But my great, I might have to start my not so great. There was not much good that I liked in this game for real. Oh no, this is an easy one. Actually, you're right. I thought about it earlier while we was talking. My greatest Ramadunze. Welcome back to 100 yards. 7 catches, 100 yards. Welcome back. You had it was some lower number weeks after taking the league by storm the first 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Ramadunze got back. He was getting targeted early and often. Got a little dry, like what third quarter, late third or whatever. Got back to it towards the end of the game. 100 yards again, 7 catches. That's really the only bright spot. Like I said, Caleb wasn't bad, but that pick was just unnecessary. And it's the way your defense was playing. Come on. Like it don't tank you. Like he's not getting an F in my book because of that pick. But golly, dude. But my greatest was Ramadunze. I think I saw him drop 1 today on the sideline. I think towards the end of the game, which he caught before. We've seen him those outstretched toe tap catches he liked to make.
Mm-hmm.
That Cole Kmet dropped. He dropped one of those, but yeah, good game from him. So that's about. I don't really know nothing else good from today. Let me see. Marcus Mitchell said, might be my first time being more disappointed Ben Johnson than Caleb. So tired of seeing first down throws. I don't know where the run game went. I don't know where it went. We was running the ball 40 times a week and now you want to come out here and do this. Now I get it. That D-line was a little more stout. They was, we was having some stuff runs, but we was breaking some too. He's breaking something too. Dave Lopez in the chat. Appreciate you being in here, my guy. He said any reason that's justified, like really justified for the Bears to lose this damn game.
Justify? I don't know about. I mean, it's some. You can make some. You got some reasons. Oh, you can even call them excuses, Dave. But
yeah,
justified? No, nothing justifies this.
Great defense held up as long as they could, and we asked them to hold up literally the whole game. I really can't find much of anything to like for real. Rome damn near the only one catching footballs. Like, look, that's the only grade I could find. Defense being your grade is crazy though. That's not. I can't give you ain't that.
Throw the ball.
Exactly to Huntley and
30 ball.
He said we got used to the D giving us 3 out of 4 turnovers again. I'm glad you brought that up, and then I'll give my not so great because everybody was talking about how the offense was getting lucky that the defense was getting those takeaways. No, the defense was getting lucky that they were getting those takeaways. Because guess what? Now you just gave up 30 yards again. Other than those takeaways, they talked about it. You were at the bottom of the league in all these categories. Yards given up, points given up per game. You just gave up 30, so that's going back up. That's pushing your average back up. Yeah, the offense was benefiting from those takeaways, but because people don't understand it's football and we weigh so much on the quarterback, and rightfully so. I'm not dodging it. But like, if you actually want to be very objective and look at this thing and analyze it the right way, the smart way, defense was benefiting from those takeaways more than offense. Now, this is the first game we didn't score 21. I guess Caleb they had a chance to score at the end of the game to keep that streak going or whatever. But then AC Adams said, we appreciate you jumping in here, my guy.
Hey, it was a week of broken everything. We broke our 4-game winning streak. We broke our 21-game point streak, and fucking Derrick Henry walked across sweetness this week for most touchdowns all time with 112. So Chicago, you're down bad.
Yep.
They say things come in threes. They say things come in threes.
Says we can't rely on turnovers, but they create opportunities. We didn't cash early. They had 3 snaps on offense the entire first quarter. We were supposed to be up, but that's what y'all have seen. Like, I don't know what's up with this. This is what we've seen from this offense all year long. Like, literally, we have not seen outside of the Cowboys game. We literally ain't really seen this offense just going out there beating down on nobody.
Jump on somebody. Or even just jump on them early.
Yeah, this is what
like
we
you
do
talking
about.
We should have been 10-0. I mean, the way we started this season, just on average coming out, like I told you, Mark, like before last year, we came out every first half with 7 3-and-outs until the half.
Yeah,
we came out.
We had 3 points.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
If
we had 3 yards, we had 3 total yards. So we seen them coming out, and the way they coming out, 10-0 is it's the floor on how we've been kind of starting games to me. I mean, you get them 10-7, 10-10, whatever, but we should be coming out with way more points to this. And like I said, that's not just Caleb Williams' offense. That's the special teams too. That's missing kicks. That's a field position. If we starting on our 4, our 5, our 15, our 20, and they starting on they 35, they 40, they got to go 60 some yards. We got to go 70, 80 yards. And by the time we get down there, you flipping the page over for new plays because you done ran 14 plays. And like I said, they ran 3 plays in the first quarter. How they run 3 plays in the first quarter and we only had 3 points? It just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we took forever to get 3 fucking points. It's
Dave is kind of where we at. He's putting the blame on the entire team. Like we was just saying, pick one. Who next? Who's stepping up next to get this belt? Because my not so great. I keep talking about. Now I'm not really talking about it, but I keep bringing it up. That interception, because of just the way the game was going. It was ugly. It was rough. Tyler Huntley was busting y'all ass, but you had him. You had them now. There was a lot of time on the clock still, but you had them. They backed y'all up. That was a good punt. Backed y'all up in end zone. Like I said, Kyle Manung guy would have been able to break a good like 10, 15-yard run if he would have actually just broke it to the right. He didn't, got stuffed. Then we got a false start, and then Caleb throws the pick, and that they score right after that. That pick, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Great play by Nate Wiggins, but you can't throw that pick right there, Caleb. And I'm not even. I don't know if it was a bad pick. You know what I mean? Like,
no, it was a good defensive play. My whole thing is that's not what you do down there. You go short and you try to run. You just trying to get the first down or close to
you
it.
need cushion.
Because if you get 3 and out, you want cushion for your punter to flip it back out that way, and we're gonna try again. You know what I mean? You don't want to get a safety. You don't want to get a fumble that they can recover for a touchdown. You want to throw a pick that could have been a pick 6. You don't want to throw a pick and then they in the red zone initially. Like it's all these possibilities of bad things happening because you that far backed up. So,
and we talked about like what possibly could have happened if you scored. Now the game is still a lot of time. You scored. You say you marched them down the field and score a touchdown. You go up 4 points. They're still gonna have like 4 to 5 minutes on the clock, 6 minutes, whatever it is. That much time. I think it was like 8 or 9 minutes in total. But you gave them an easy touchdown when your defense had just fought to get them off the field. It was just a bad time to throw an interception. If you're gonna throw an interception, I can't have it at that moment in the game. That's my not so great. My great was Roma Doomsday, and my not so great was Caleb's interception when we were down 13-16. Dave Lopez said no reason our D made Huntley look like a seasoned vet back there today. None. Allen should have had a better game plan for that than that. And we was talking about that too.
We talked about that too. Maybe he game plan for Lamar and he didn't game for Huntley, which sounds stupid, but like I said, I don't know. I mean, you can spin a narrative on all. It's just none of it shouldn't have happened. And if you think about it, Huntley he's been on some different teams. He's been around the league. He had some starts. He got some games under his belt. He already beat us. Remember, he already beat us.
With a better defense than
this. So Huntley knew Huntley was composed. We had to actually rattle him and didn't think he was going to lose confidence in himself because he's the backup to the backup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just what it is. You had to play Huntley like because he's a possible starting quarterback because he has started before. It's not like it's his first rodeo. So I want to hear that. Oh, we made Huntley wasn't that composed. He got a very, 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 I don't know how many varies I can put in front of a hardball name to tell you how good they are, or good at least he is for sure. And that's what you get. That's
game plan. Beautiful. That was a beautiful game plan.
It's crazy. Like I said, 17 for 22, 185, 1 touchdown. We couldn't outmatch that. Caleb couldn't we couldn't, you know what I mean? Like you couldn't outcoach that.
Apparently not.
Apparently fucking not.
30 points. What is your great? I kind of took the one I just took. The wrong great was like. Look, I had another one. But
that was it. Obviously, that was gonna be my great. But I was like, I was like, you can have it. My great is it's a play, and I'm sorry that you missed it. It was the DJ Moore play.
Oh, wow.
It was a great fucking play. It was beautiful. Like it was Caleb still standing in the pocket, taking the hit, putting the ball like perfect. DJ with a top number one, not even top 10, top 5 receiver kind of catch. That was a number 1 receiver overall kind of catch. And then after that, it was just stupid because he didn't run out of bounds, and it kind of just made everything wonky at the end. But the catch was great. I got excited about it. It was the only time I jumped up today. And it's because the play was so good.
I'm glad you talking about it because people they said all of Caleb's stats last year was garbage time. Like times like that at the end of the game where it didn't matter or whatever. So I'm glad you actually putting some light on it because It sounded like it was a good play, and I didn't see
It
it.
was
For
a good
those who
play.
don't know, I turned it off once Hopkins got the first down on the previous drive. I turned the damn game off, but I'll look. I'll find it. I'll
Oh, you
find
gonna
the
see it?
clip.
I mean, it definitely should. It definitely should. It might hit a top 10 playlists on some network. It was just a great play. Like I said, stand in the pocket. It's if you look, if you put him in, put anybody else's jersey on that quarterback or anybody else's jersey on that receiver, everybody be fucking talking about it, even if it was 44-3 and that team lost. Because we the Bears, everybody want to say that garbage time shit and all this other kind of bullshit. That it's like whatever. I get it. Y'all don't like
What
us,
what you
but
think about what Dave asking?
uh, you guys think if it was Lamar, we done better, or Huntley just had our number today? It would have been a Lions game all over again if Lamar
That's
played.
what I'm thinking. Hey, I was thinking the
It
same
would have been
thing. Zay
worse than
Flowers would
that.
have had 200 yards on us
Oh
if
my
Lamar was out
fucking
there.
god!
That's
Lamar
what
would
I'm
have had
thinking.
375 passing, 225 rushing, seven. They would have gave him a half a touchdown because him and Henry would have held the ball together across the line. Like that.
And then True Pilgrim, since he's going to demolish us now, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Now, trust me, if we got those DBs, well, Kyler's not coming back, but if Tyreek don't play, yeah, no, they're gonna Higgins and Jamar Chase are gonna but okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you. 300 yards
300
passing,
yard
200
passing,
yards
200 rushing,
receiving from
receiving for help for Zay Flowers, 200 rushing for Lamar, probably 115 for Henry. I don't know. Henry probably throw a touchdown. I don't know. I feel like they would have scored 10 touchdowns on us because it's just, it was just the players was out there reading reacting. It seemed like they had no guidance. It seemed like they was just calling plays, like they was calling their own plays, calling their own numbers, trying to be Supermans and trying to pick their opportunities. You seen a lot of them with the Tremaine, tipping the ball that Bayer could have got. Just for me, I don't feel like we had to really try to do nothing special against Huntley. Like if it was Lamar, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I'm thinking like a lot of the play calling was like so exotic that Huntley was like, I'm just gonna stand still. And I'm gonna wait to see what they're doing.
I'm telling you, man, that game plan, we couldn't confuse him. Like I knew that's all I was looking for. Like, draw something up that confuses him, make him think he's seeing this, but you really drop back and fall into this, and none of it was happening. He knew when
They
we was
was doing
blitzing,
it.
he
They
knew
was
to
doing it.
dump it off, get it out quick, a quick 5-yard dump off whenever he needed. They scouted Dennis Allen's defense, and
This is him. Oh, right there.
oh my
Oh,
god.
Sweat's not rushing. I'm gonna throw the ball where Sweat just left out at, and throw it to Zay Flowers and have Sweat get mixed up for a first down by Flowers because he 10 yards. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
now
I feel like the game plan should have been just bring forward, keep breaking forward, just keep bringing forward, pressure. Don't drop none of your defensive linemen back in there. Let your line back. You got Sewell out there. Go like a 2, 3, 4 kind of thing. And
man, I ain't see Tremaine. I ain't hear his name for real today.
Or TJ.
TJ. Let me comment on this one real quick, and then you continue with your grade. So this speaks about I don't know how far this team really is from being an elite group, let alone a playoff contender. And I kind of talked about this, but I just want to pump the brakes a little bit because we were beat the fuck up today. Like it seemed like this defense. We ain't got too many injuries on offense. Now Cole didn't play, and
that's it.
Luther didn't. He left, but
Luther left.
Other than that, the
DJ
offense
was on a pitch count.
They've been healthy, but the defense. I mean, Jalen, Kyler, Tyreek, Shamar, Dom Rob, Austin Booker. I mean, there got to be some Terrell Smith.
Za Frazier ain't out. Hippolyte ain't active. Like you want
Ruben
to say,
Hippolyte, a fourth round pick. You got Charles Jackson playing for
Charles
you.
Jackson's playing for you. You know, you got, and then every series you look like, what was the first snap? Dom Rob go down. What down? Didn't Dom Rob go down on special teams?
On the kickoff.
On the kickoff, he down there holding his ankle. Two series later, you got
Shamar drops.
Shamar dropped down with a knee injury. 2 more series later, you see Javon Dexter go down. It's like
left, and I didn't even mention Grady. We just got Grady back.
We just got, it's like soon as something come back, 2 stuff for it. So when you say like elite group on the paper, anybody tell you on paper this is an elite group?
Yeah, they limped the ball
way above playoff contenders on paper.
They limped all the way to Baltimore.
But they limped.
No excuse. We definitely should have won this game. We're not saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying there are reasons. If you would like I said, you come here, we'll give you all the information, and you can go tell your coworkers what we said, and you can form your own opinion. I'm just saying
they limped.
Bullshit. We still should have won.
Mm-hmm.
We was getting cooked. You knew who wasn't gonna be there. You know what I mean? And you knew, and like I said, I felt that sentiment that you gave us early in the late in the offseason. My God, we need leaders to step up. Mm-hmm. We need McLeod getting cooked out there. It should have been Gordon and Johnson and Tyreek around him. Hey, look, they should have had the tablet. This is like peer teaching, peer tutoring. You know, yeah, study hall in college, and you know, you get together, you try to study to help each other. Peer, you don't need to be watching the game, eating sunflower seeds. Nobody cares. Go out there, go get your position group and coach them up. All 3 of those starters should have picked everybody that was backing them up.
Theo was getting fucked up today.
He was
getting fucked up. Who you got for your not so great?
Ben Johnson.
Your great went to the DJ Catch, right?
The DJ Catch. That's DJ Catch.
You said Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson. I said real quick. Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson. You may, like I said, you can put most of the blame on Dennis Allen as a defensive coordinator, and that defense looking weary. You can, like I said, you can put the other half on Ben Johnson on that offense looking stagnant, plain and vanilla. But the thing about Ben Johnson being the play caller and the head coach, you are the head coach. You get all of the blame all of the time. Like you and Caleb, no matter what happened, and you get all the blame all of the fucking time. And this one right here, it goes to you. It's your fault. You did this. This on you. We get it. Rookie head coach season. Ain't gonna look. It will not probably define your career as a head coach, but it will have me all on you this week about how fucking unprepared you had this team. How, like, just certain things is the Cairo shit. Like, fuck, you could have had Torrey Taylor kick that shit.
I can't believe he missed that kick, bro.
It's fucking crazy, dude. And if you know anything about Chicago history, the one thing we just don't want you to do is miss field goals. We lived off that for eternity. That's our government cheese. Back when we was the Po offense bears, still kind of the Po offense bear. We lived off that. Robbie Gould was a staple in our community. That's why this kicking game, these special teams, is like, and the defense not being as good as they could be. But like I said, they was banged up, so I can get them a little. I can grade on the curve for them, but I'm not.
Right. They're not letting me share.
That's crazy. So all of that is just, I just can't get it. Let me see what you said, David. I know it wouldn't have mattered, but what do you guys think about Cairo missing that 57 yard or whatever? It's just, he shouldn't be out there. He 5 feet tall, and you trying to have him kick 60 yards. His leg ain't big enough. It never has been big enough. And I don't think he's getting just older anyway. So, like I said, I would have kept going with Moody. The only thing Moody did that you can say a negative was his kick was blocked. And block kicks, I mean, you can't always. I mean, I don't know how the narrative want to go. You can blame him kicking it low, blame the special teams line, letting them get through all those kind of things. But that's a block is a group thing to me. Block field goal is a group thing to me. So, but yeah, I knew it. I mean, you could have called it. If you was on your fan duel and that popped up as that like end game moment bet, and you wanted to take he was gonna miss for plus 1,500 and win a lot of money, go right ahead. You would have won easily. Then True Pilgrim in here saying that the head coach isn't the one constantly overthrowing wide receivers, but he didn't have the team prepared.
My thing is that like I get it. I get you want the angle you want to take with the quarterback, but like Caleb was slinging that ball around the field. He was hitting guys early on for sure. He was slinging the ball around the field. Everything looked accurate to me.
All right,
Somebody, I
cool.
think he said he tried his hardest to overthrow DJ on that. Maybe he did. That's why he had the Michael Jordan it or whatever. But I don't know
Which
what
one? Okay, what's
was
the
our
point?
40 rushers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about sub over here? 20 rushing attempts, I think, maybe, and 4 or 5 of them some DJ. And if, like I said, if you want to say, oh well, Swift was on a pitch count kind of thing, fine.
Ben Johnson didn't have his team. Look, because okay, if you want to talk about quarterbacks and coaches, but let's talk about because you're not so great as Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Look what Harbaugh did with his third. They had them boys ready.
Third string quarterback. King Henry ain't been King Henry all season. They got one wide receiver in Zay Flowers. Their tight ends have been mediocre for the last 3 years. You can bring up Andrews. Yeah, they had some good games. They are talented, but they have not all delivered. I mean, you can bring come on, man. Harbaugh came in. He's been a head coach for a long time. He knows how to get through these kind of weeks. Like I said, Ben Johnson, I get it. You're a rookie head coach. I'm just looking at the whole game. It was flat. Play calling was flat. And like I said, you can bring up the injuries, you can bring up the refs, all that kind of stuff. But the adjustments, the all right, cool. Hey, Caleb. It's for me, it's for people who want to blame Caleb a lot of the times, it's like he was doing what his coach told him to do.
25 for 38.
That's what he was doing.
I heard Ben Johnson say we need to get completions. It's a lot of completions. It is what it is. I'm with you. Ben didn't like
the team didn't seem prepared to me. They didn't seem they weren't ready to finish drafts.
I texted you and I said that screen to Swift. When I was like, that was the Ben's best play call of the day.
Yep.
Coming to find out, Caleb
checked out of that
into that play.
Yep.
Based off because he knew they would come. They was bringing the blitz. Now, I mean, Ben gave him 2 plays in the huddle, obviously.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I can't even really, I guess I still give Ben the credit for that. That was a beautiful play call. Perfect timing. Perfect time to give it.
You're not throwing that to. They're not throwing. Caleb is not throwing that to Monangai though.
No.
He not throwing that to Monangai. He knows Swift got that.
I don't even think they call any
screens for Monangai. No, they don't. And that's what I'm saying about like, if you want to use, injuries, like I said, Swift was questionable, but still was going to try to give it a go. He barely played the first 3 quarters.
11 total carries, 4 to 5 carries at halftime.
So and what, like I said, the reason I'm giving it more to Ben than anything else, because if you watch the last 2 games and you watch anybody that talked about the Bears over the last 3 games, like coming out of the battle, before the bye, we were getting the run game was going. We were complaining about the run game kept looking good. Being, why did you get away from it? And then we went into the bye and came out and we found, the run game. And we started winning real ugly games. My whole thing is, if you knew you was going to be limited on Swift, you only got Monangai. You already said Roshan. I don't think Roshan wasn't even active probably. I think, was he out or inactive? I think he was probably even inactive.
Yeah, he's out.
Out, he was injury. Yeah, he not even, all this other kind of stuff is like, go get in your getting your Peyton Manning bag. Turn it, and I know that somebody gonna hate me for saying it. Turn it to Shane Waldron and go empty backfield and just, hey, put it on Caleb. Fuck it. Throw it for 63. Throw the ball 63 times then. But have a better game plan, bro.
It just seems stupid. The game plan seems stupid. Like I said, I could pinpoint exactly what Harbaugh wanted to do. I don't know what we wanted to get done today. At least let me know if, like, okay, I see they trying to get this to work and it's not working. I don't know what they try to do for real. It looked like every game where we don't really know. Now, when they was running the ball the last 2 games, we knew that that was what they were trying. Today, we went back to the first 4 weeks. We didn't know what was going on.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I did notice the first 2 or 3 series of the game is we went 6 offensive linemen, like 67%, both 2 series that we came down in the beginning to get the field goals. Because if you go back and watch and you listen to the game, every single time that they came out, those first 2 drafts, you heard the official saying 75 is eligible receiver, 79 is an eligible receiver, 75 is, I'm like, oh, Trapillo out there, all right. And he'll go back, and then 2 plays, he'll come back out. And they was trying to get that run, and they was using that to, get people over, scheme people out of it.
Play action was killing them early.
Yeah, so we was rolling. We just couldn't finish.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to put that on personnel or the coach. I'm just saying after that, you had no more answers.
Well, hopefully Ben Johnson got some answers for us right now. Here's what Ben Johnson had to say at the post game. Short one. I think I seen the Caleb one. That one was short too. This one's only 5 minutes. Here's Ben Johnson.
Guys that didn't make it through the end of that one. Dom Robinson had an ankle. Shamar Turner had a knee. Luther Burden had a concussion. And then OZ, we're still taking a look at his knee right there. So that's what we got for injuries. In terms of the game, give Baltimore a lot of credit. They came out and they played a physical brand of football just like you would expect. They were hungry, they were determined, and truth be told, I expected a little bit more out of our squad to counter that.
That's what we saying.
So we fell short. It's our first game in a while, really all season, that we didn't have a takeaway. And so when that happens, you really got to play a clean game, and we didn't. We're double digits in penalties once again. We're not scoring in the red zone.
Damn, was we double digits in penalties?
We couldn't quite get off the field as often as we'd like on defense. So they had some good drives. I think time of possession wise, they did a nice job controlling the game. And like I said, we fell short. But our guys, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up. I know they understand how important it is that we play cleaner as a team and we complement each phase better than what we did today. And so that'll be our mission here this week.
Yeah, Caleb threw the ball 38 times. He don't need to throw the ball 40.
What's most urgent to you right now in getting that side of the ball humming a little bit better?
Yeah, I think you see flashes of some explosive plays and some really good things happening. But the penalties to me is what stands out first and foremost. We still have some of the pre-snap issues. There's occasional not getting lined up quite right. There's occasional not getting the motion quite right, and so
there's also occasional where you get in the play call
and it hurts us. We get away with it occasionally, but it's just not the way you win in this league. And so I think I really put it on the leaders there in that locker room to get this ship going the right direction in that regard. Us coaches, we've been pounding that drum now for a while, and we haven't gotten the results we wanted. So it's on the leaders here on this team to get us right.
You at the end of the first half with the intentional grounding, and then you guys had to kind of scramble to get the kickoff there.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance there for points before half. We had a good opportunity to do that, and the intentional grounding certainly didn't help. And so now we're in a position 3rd and long with no timeouts, where we know if it's a clock running and we're short of the line to gain, that we'll need to get our hurricane unit out there, our field goal team out there real quick. So I thought the execution of all that was nice, but that's a really long field goal, and so it's a low percentage deal, something that we would like
really
to avoid.
long.
So that intentional grounding certainly hurt us.
Did the Ravens and Huntley do anything that you might not have expected, or did they just do it well and
Good
it was
question.
tough to defend?
Yeah, I thought Coach Monken always does a great job just schematically mixing things up, and like I said before, they play a physical brand of football, and so that showed up. That offensive line was getting after it, and I thought our defensive line. It was quite a battle there throughout the game. We were intent on not letting 22 get started. I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job of that, but then Huntley hurt us with both his arm and his legs.
Yep.
We let him get some big ones on the ground, and then he threw some accurate balls there in the air. And so I think at one point he was like 12 of 13 or something like that coming out of halftime. So, he played really well, and we didn't do enough to affect him.
And what was your vantage point on the interception that Caleb threw there?
I didn't quite see it. I'll have to check it out on film just one more time. Just in my mind, there might have been another option that we could have gotten to.
Any sense of what happened on the last 3 plays of the game? Obviously, you get down there, it's a desperate situation, but you've got a completion short of the goal line, a quarterback sneak, and then a 4th down play.
Yeah, I don't like my call on the quarterback sneak.
I
thought something better there.
I knew it. I'm like,
but,
did I just see a
we
fucking quarterback
had plays
sneak
set
again?
up to go tempo down there, and
then you told me we didn't have timeouts.
Job in that defensive
Did the participation saga with Lamar Jackson, what was your reaction to that both yesterday and as it unfolded?
Yeah, we always prepare for. Like I said earlier in the week, we were preparing for Lamar, and then when we found out that he wasn't playing, then we get ready for the next guy.
Kyler went on IR yesterday. What exactly happened with him throughout the week, and how long term is this for him?
Yeah, we're hoping it's going to be of the short-term variety, so we should be able to get him back. But yeah, it's another soft tissue injury that we're dealing with.
Look.
Thank you.
Short, simple, presser. I like that. Don't beat around the bush. He talked about the interception. I don't know if you caught that with Caleb. He said he thought there was another option we could have got to. At the same time, like I said, Rome was beating Wiggins on that play, and that Wiggins just all of a sudden had a burst and undercut the ball. Talked about the fucking QB sneak that I thought we wasn't ever going to see again with Caleb after he ran it back-to-back a few weeks ago. Bears are probably preparing for Joe Burrow next week. Stop with the QB sneak shit. That's not.
It was dumb. It was
dumb.
It's the thing is, I get the idea of it and how they did it. They tried to do it like they tried to do it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, like almost like they was on a spike, but they snuck it. Just some things that ain't you. Some things ain't you. Some things just ain't.
He's gonna learn. Like, you want your scheme. And I'm sure QB sneaking ain't really part of the scheme. Everybody does it, but come on, man, that little ass quarterback you got back there.
He thought he was gonna catch him lacking, and he didn't. I thought it would have been better if he would have did like a fake one and just let the ball get snapped straight directly to the running back and have Caleb fake a sneak. Like, and I thought, because I don't know. Everything happened so quick. And like I said, the one thing I can't give him a clap on for that stupid shit is they ran basically like almost 4 plays. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I guess you could say 4. Yeah, because DJ caught it. They ran a play, sneaked, and then threw it again. So they ran 4 plays in probably 60 seconds with no penalties, no formation, no false starts, no nothing. Like super up tempo, like hyper speed up tempo, like getting the ball, everybody getting set up, running what we do next. None of it worked. But hold on.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this because I didn't see that the whole sequence. When DeAndre Hopkins caught the back shoulder throw from Huntley, and I'm like, Huntley's throwing back shoulder passes. He caught it first down. I turned it off because I knew it was curtains.
Offensive pass interference.
It was offensive PI, face mask, didn't get the call, and then what did they score? A touchdown How did we get the ball back? Yeah, they scored a
Uh,
touchdown, right? Derrick
Yeah.
Henry ended up running it in.
yeah, Derrick Henry had 2. Yep.
And then the whole shit happened with the DJ Jordan catch and then the no timeout sequence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Ben took ownership of it, took some accountability because, like I said, I didn't see it, but I walked back in the room and I saw them showing the replay of Caleb QB sneaking at the 1. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? Like, I'm tired. Don't ever do that again. You should have learned your lesson. Let's jump right into, unless you got some more comments you want to make about Ben Johnson, and we could jump right into Caleb's presser. He didn't speak long either.
Yeah, I know, but just like I've been saying before, we should have won. I put it on Ben. Ben put it on Ben. I said on top of that, seeing how the game was going, like I said, them first stringers, them starters should have been out there, like coaching up they backups.
Leadership.
Like going in, motivate, just like when Caleb goes sit down and Case Keenum comes over and sit down and talk to him and go over, like this has to be a team thing through and through. They always show, like they was showing like Lamar Jackson watching the game, rooting on Huntley, trying to influence refs, all that kind of stuff. And at the same time, when your team is doing what they're supposed to be doing on the field, yeah, I can see you on the sideline watching, rooting, all that kind of stuff. But when they not, you supposed to be over there on the sideline, getting together, huddling up. This is what we need to do. Yada, yada, yada. Next time we out there, next time on the field. Blah, 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 blah.
You don't see the injured guys out there. You don't see them on the sideline helping too much.
No.
There's
a bunch of people over there, though. Shit.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of dudes.
A lot of people out there. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Street clothes.
I got some nice Bears gear. Just give it to me. I'll go out there. I'll be on the sideline like a motherfucker. I'll be coaching everybody up. Give me a motherfucker little a tablet. Give me some plays that I can go over.
It's damn frustrating watching today's performance. Really just shows how far this team is from being legit. I think you said this something like this earlier. He said like 4 straight wins. Half the city thinks we're going to the damn Super Bowl. I'm telling you right now. You have your starting DBs out there and your starting guys out there. I guarantee you, these dudes, them wide receivers for the Ravens, will be strapped up. You already didn't really see too many plays other than Zay Flowers.
The other guys had 2
us.
catches. One catch was Bateman had 2 catches for like 47 yards, 2 like 20-yard catches, which are, you know what I'm saying, killers in their own right. But
yeah,
but at the same time, like when people say this, like, oh yeah, y'all talking about this team, and this is that bothers me the most. Y'all talk about this team like we like this is not, our team is not trash. Our team just needs some experience together, getting it together. We've seen it. I'm tired of the pessimism. This was embarrassing as fuck, but nobody really said like Super Bowl. That's like people. I think people say that for clickbait and clout, and y'all want to get people enraged. Like we're a potential playoff team. That was what I think most people said. Either they might make the playoffs or they might just miss the playoffs.
Yes. So yes, I agree. But one of the things I think I texted you this and I tweeted it as well. Like the Bears kind of needed this. Like you could keep winning. It's kind of like if the Bears didn't go on that 10-game losing streak. And you talked about this as well when we was talking about Matt Eberflus. He might still be here.
Yeah,
Matt Eberflus might still be here. I don't want people to think that like there's no weaknesses on this team, because there is weaknesses on this team that needs to be fixed and shored up. Now, I think people still think that like the Baltimore Ravens is 11, 12 and 5 or 13, like that type of team, or the Buffalo Bills is who they were, and the Chiefs. No, the league is coming back to, you got teams like New England balling now, and Atlanta, doing their thing. Like it's other teams that's getting in the mix, and the Chicago Bears is one of those teams who in the mix as a good fucking football team too.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So it ain't the same.
You can't count out the Chargers. You can't count out the Texans. You just saw that today. You can't count out none of these young quarterbacks that's actually playing. Like I said, I don't know. It's sub hate under this. It's sub hate under this whole thing for me. I'm not gonna get into it again, but it's just a hate for 18 to me. It's just sad.
Oh,
It's
should bench Caleb.
that's you see.
Come on,
That's
man.
you see
He's
what
not
I'm saying.
getting-
It's
he's
like
not benched.
it's not. Come on, dude. Like no.
But you can keep hoping. That's why I say people don't like him. That's fine. You're gonna have to hate him, and that must suck to keep watching the team you love dearly with the most important player on the team you hate
You
the
just
most,
don't like.
and you
That's
got to
okay.
keep watching him and keep
Hey,
watching.
look. Hey, look. Just like watching a dude you don't like marry your sister, and he fucking her at night.
Yeah, exactly. You got to keep watching it. You
You
got
know,
no choice.
is that Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holidays? It's gonna be
Yep,
around.
he'll be there.
It's a
All
lot. Like I said,
holidays.
it's a lot going on. Even if this was even if this was like that, they talked about the Eagles with it when they were trying to figure out what was wrong with them and what's going on with them. Oh, they got a new offensive coordinator. Y'all got to give them grace because they're the Eagles. Like all of this, I'm just tired of I'm tired of everybody getting grace with us. Like we atheists, you know, like the Bears is like the market. It's just tiresome because y'all validations is even wrong. It's like, oh well, he like. Look at his stats. Stats still was good. He still make big plays. Roma Dunes ace off 7 for 10, 114 yards, 5 first downs. What do you what? Oh, Swift been the highlight of the season for the most part. He been a big play guy too.
They should have kept going to him and Manunga.
You know what I'm saying? Like the run game, you can see. And then they have a good. And you're like, oh, good, they didn't. And then as soon as they don't, you like see this what we were saying. So like I said, I today I'll take y'all shit because it was embarrassing. But we get another week. Like I said, I can't wait for another big win from us, no matter how it comes. See y'all back here again as usual. Now we can listen to our QB1.
Listen to QB1 after Ben Johnson's short look. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. We appreciate everybody in the chat coming in here, chopping it up with us, and just trying to make sense of what we saw today. Because look, people, even when they announced that Lamar was out, we were still the underdogs in this game.
Yes.
Vegas, they get a lot. They get some shit wrong, but they get a lot right.
Yeah. Zay Flowers was 7 for 9 for 63 yards. Roma Dunes 7 for 10, 115. Zay Flowers dropped balls too.
Caleb was QB none today. Let's see. 25 for 38, 285 yards, and a interception. QB none. Okay.
I mean, without the interception,
What's up, my guy?
Without the interception, it looked a lot better.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not. That was my not so great. That interception was a bad moment for that interception. You're gonna throw it earlier in the game. Get that out your system earlier. Not right there. Here is Caleb Williams though talking about the game, and you could be sure they're gonna ask him about that goddamn interception.
Caleb, with the offensive consistency right now, what is most urgent to you as you walk forward out here?
Penalties and being able to score in the red zone. I think we get into those moments, and we're either not scoring and converting in those moments, and we know that we can. I mean, we could have been up 14 in those first two drives we had, I think it was, or first 2 out of 3 or whatever the case may have been, and that would have created a bunch of momentum for us, and I think that's how it's been a good amount of the year, especially these past 2 games, been in the red zone a bunch, and not necessarily being able to punch it in the high red and things like that. So
bare truth, that's been the theme of the day from the people who know what they're talking about.
Two main things that we got to fix, and the guys jumping off sides and those type of things we'll get fixed, and we'll get that fixed and be able to move on from those, and then we just got to execute the plays from there.
What's your read on the interception?
Yeah, it was a good read. Rome man to man with the guy that caught the pick, and I just didn't give a good ball to Rome.
There at the end, you get hit on the deep ball with DJ. First of all, you okay?
Yeah, no, we're all good.
He must have got smoked.
In the series where you sneak and they kind of take a while getting the ball, what could have been done differently there? I know it's at the end in the 14-14. So.
Yeah, I think I think just punching it in that situation. And then, right there at the end, it was just me and DJ not being on the same page. I think it was 0. I think I saw. I haven't gone back and watched it yet, but 0 was sitting. Obviously, he was sitting a little bit lower on the front part of the goal line, but I still saw space to the right of him. So I tried to get DJ to try to throw it there, and I think it's just a miscommunication in that situation.
Do you think that that end of the first half drive could have been managed better? I mean, I know there was an intentional grounding, which probably was debatable, and then there were some passes or some completions inbounds. What was your kind of summation of the whole thing?
Yeah, we had 2 timeouts. The intentional grounding just wasn't on the same page with Loveland. I was throwing.
He should have ran the flat.
It was a choice route, so
he's a choice. That's the crazy part about that.
Anything like that.
I was talking about that on Twitter with somebody.
A couple different options to break in, sit, or break out. And
Loveland
things like that.
broke in. I forgot
just wasn't
who
on the same page,
who
and
it was
that
who
comes with reps
posted it,
and things like that. So,
but people don't know football.
I think that's what it comes down to.
You know the people who don't know football.
I could have gotten out of bounds. Also, we want to talk about managing and things like that. That's
just play Madden.
I could have got out of bounds in that long run to save that second time out, and but that didn't happen. And so I think it just comes down to connecting. I think it comes down to being on the same page and just executing the plays that are called.
Did you just decide in that moment that you could get more yards? Didn't you go out of bounds?
Yeah, I thought I could get more if I didn't go out, and I ended up sliding and got up and around midfield.
What's the goal down on that last play in the first half where you obviously have no timeouts left? You're trying to set up a hurricane field goal.
The idea of the last play?
What are your options there?
When I was throwing, or what are you saying? Yeah. Okay. The play before the last play, I wanted to try and get us back in range, and I felt that they were gaining depth on the defense, and I knew Loveland was about to pop out after he got out in his nudge block, and just tried to give him a runner's ball and keep upfield shoulder and let him get as much as he could to be able to get us in field goal range, and Cairo missed by very, very, very small. So I think in that execution of that 911 or whatever hurricane situation, I think we just don't have the daggone penalty before.
Oh,
You didn't get as much from the running game as you had the previous
No,
2
he
days.
didn't.
Was it Ravens, or
apparently-
did you guys just, was it something else?
Yeah, I mean, let's give credit to those guys over there. They came out and played a hell of a game. They made the plays when they needed to, and I think that's what it comes down to.
This game was
It's a
much
hell of a
better
team
than
over
last
there. I
week's.
know their
Dave,
record doesn't
trust
necessarily
me,
show it,
much
but
better.
they've been in multiple championship games, playoff games, and things like that, and that game today was one of those games where they got to come out and try and win this game. And
He threw 4
we didn't
touchdowns
execute
against the
plays we needed
Cowboys.
to,
If you ain't
at
shut the
right
fuck
moments,
up
and,
then,
they
you ain't
did.
never gonna shut the fuck
This
up.
season about getting
Yeah,
that first
but it's the
down. It seemed like
Cowboys.
when you guys got a first down or 2, you had some rhythm, but when they stopped you, things just kind of snowballed.
Yeah, I think even in those situations, and multiple times where our first or second play didn't keep us on track or whatever the case may be, we got to find ways to get back on track and either get the first down, or if it's second down and long, we got to find a way to get down a third down and short and things like that. So I think that comes down to me. I think it comes down to us as players, catch knife or runs and just bulldozing and getting forward and falling forward and things like that to be able to get as many yards and dirty yards as we can to be able to stay in more manageable situations, instead of being in some longer third downs or second downs and things like that.
You talked about red zone, we've talked about penalties for weeks now. Coaches believe kind of you are what you emphasize, and you guys emphasize it.
Yep.
Why do you think it's not changing?
I think we got to emphasize it more. I think that's what it comes down to. I think being able to emphasize it more. I think being able to talk about it more, figure it out is where we're at. Just find a solution on why, and find a solution to stop it because it's hurting us as an offense and as a team.
Back to the interception, you saying the throw just didn't get there fast enough, or what were you saying?
Yeah, I didn't. It was just he undercut the route, and I could have let him farther out in front instead of trying to give him a shot right here, and That's he did it. He made a great break on the play. Just unfortunate
He
where
definitely
we were on the
did.
field in the situation.
On the touchdown drive you did have, you hit that screen, did DeAndre into pressure. What happened there to spring that loose?
Yeah, coach made a great call.
Knock it off, Marcus
Ended up making a
Minshew.
check,
Knock it
and
the
then
fuck off.
from there everybody just did their job, and everybody loves screens into pressure. I think doing a good job just selling
Film.
it, like normal drop back or
Film
anything
makes
like
me
that,
know
and
he's the
find a
guy.
way to get a good
I
ball
watched
to
him
Swift and let
play.
him go make
You
play.
can't.
Caleb, what are you noticing with the 2-minute drive? Because obviously you guys have been were so successful with that earlier in the season. We're probably talking something different
Nacho.
for the intentional grounding today. What about that part of the offense?
Thank you.
Nothing. You got to go out there and execute the plays, and you got to go out there and be on the same page in those moments. And like you said, if we didn't have that penalty, we'd probably be talking about it a little differently. But I think in that situation, we just were on the same page, and the penalty, put us back, pretty far in that moment. And I think there was 40 seconds on the clock in that situation or so, and just being able to find a way to be on the same page and deliver him a good ball, with the pressure that was being brought.
What do you take as a lesson for yourself after a game like this?
Yeah. A lesson for myself is find just throughout the week, practice week, or even in games, if the momentum or if we got to find a way to get in the end zone. And we got to find a way to stop the bleeding when you start bleeding. And I think I can do a better job with that, helping out and leading these guys.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, the best.
Imagine
The Bears. Keep saying it. Win, lose, or draw. The Bears.
And then what he's supposed to look like? I mean, what? I mean, we beat that other dude, and he came out and smiled, and nobody cared. And his team looks way more regressed. We're like in the middle, like you said, Mark. Like we're in the middle of the episode. There's some teams like, oh, they down here. Now they down here, and it's like they get the smile. They get, like I said, they get grace. They get the benefit of the doubt. I mean, Caleb Williams is way more talented than Mitch Trubisky is.
He also
Y'all
said
even-
Washington, New England, Denver, Atlanta have their QB, their guy at QB, and meanwhile, half at best of Minnesota, Chicago think they got a friend. Half, okay. Bare truth, what you got? He said, to me, I see Caleb Williams really able to find rhythm when he's in pass mode. And when there's a run game, he loses rhythm. There's a bigger conversation to that, but as he gets comfortable, he will be able to adjust. I think he's fine. I think he's comfortable. I thought he tossed the ball around. He made a lot of good throws today. Like I said, 25 completions, almost 300 yards easily if there were not drops in there. But the interception, like if you're not talking about the interception from today, I really don't understand what you're talking about, because offensive line couldn't pick up a blitz today.
No.
In which they were actually doing a pretty good job at picking up the blitzes coming into this game. Said, guys, bottom line is 18 is not very good right now. You watched him play in college, and his senior year wasn't great. We hope he gets better. Okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he's good. That's all I'm saying. Y'all saying, is he the guy? Yeah, he's the guy. He's good right now. He's good. Everybody else, I mean, because the narrative a week or two ago was the defensive turnover was carrying him. Then the running game was carrying him. He had a what was that? What game was it when he had the bad game when he only had like 185 yards?
That was last week. That's why I said this game only looked a little bit better than this.
Yeah, last week
it was as bad as last week.
Yeah, last week was just even worse. And it didn't. The run game carried them. Well, what the fuck the run game was that this week? We needed them to carry us this week because it's a part of the. It's a part. They get stats. They get paid. They get the same shit. It's a team sport. My whole thing is people want to bring up all these other people, and I'm watching them barely. Like they coming back. They doing anything. But like I said, you talk about Sean Payton. You talk about like Mike Vrabel. You talk about these people with. We just went against Harbaugh, who's been the Ravens head coach that it seems like since dinosaurs existed. Like You bring up Washington. No, how they got their franchise quarterback if you're only gonna play 8 out of 16 games a year. Like, y'all want to give all these other teams props because y'all read headlines to me and y'all don't watch them a lot. Maybe I don't know. But what I can say is, okay, but we do too. And you want to say you mixed us with Minnesota with Nate? He not playing either. Caleb ain't missed a game. Like I said, definitely can be better. Definitely want him to get better. But how is these other dudes better and greater, and they make the same kind of mistakes? They do the same kind of thing. They just already surrounded by and came into significantly better situation as far as organizational coaches, and had some time to get their shit together. And had some head coaches that came in that already knew what they shit together looked like and what it was.
My bad. I had to make a phone call.
No, you can. I just kind of backtracked on this whole franchise quarterback shit. Like, put us with Minnesota. Minnesota franchise quarterback ain't even playing. He ain't played more than like 8 games. How many? Wait, Judge McCarthy, what? 4 games? 3 games? 2 games? 1? Something like that, right? Washington Commanders, their franchise quarterback. He played what? 3 games this season. How you a franchise quarterback if you're on the field? And you want to bring up? No, I was gonna say you want to bring up Denver and New England and whoever. I guess that's the other ones.
But nobody was saying this about Drake May last year. Nobody was saying this. It's recency bias. Just like when the run game was doing good for 2 games, that was the only reason we was winning. Or like this recency bias. When Caleb throw 4 touchdowns, oh, he's this and that. He's improving. He's this and that. Then he goes for 170 last week. Oh, he regressed. No, you don't fucking regress. You have a bad game. Like, do people know what you go out there, you was hot, you hit 7 trays. You ain't finna hit 7 threes again. You had a bad fucking game. What the fuck? Baseball hitters go up there. You're not finna keep hitting on. You're gonna go on. It's called a slump. That don't mean you still ain't.
King Henry still King Henry.
Yours ain't exactly.
Saquon still Saquon. Like, let them. That's what I'm just saying. Like I said, my whole thing have the same grace. The NFL's parity is so good and so saturated right now, where anybody can win on any week. Go look at all of the morning games that just happened right now, and go look at all the teams that played, all the teams that won, and how they won. Niners just went down, and they was like, it's football.
Look, for people who keep the run game was good going off for a reason, and that's because they were not stacking the box. They were not stacking the box because they know what Caleb and Rome and DJ and them dudes out there can do. No matter what you say. And another thing is this: listen to these quarterbacks talk about Caleb Williams and not Laz or the Twitter dummies and fucking football analysts. Like, yeah, you get paid to analyze the game, but listen to the actual quarterbacks talk about Caleb. And even Drake May, when I think he missed 2 passes last week. And guess what? The quarterbacks who actually played the game, still say, yeah, there were 7 or 8 throws Drake May missed in that game. But guess what? He made up for it because he missed one. He missed those, but he threw 3 or 4 40-yard bombs. You know what I mean? That's going to make up for that. Now, if you're not getting those chunk plays, then it's going to look bad. It's going to look bad. But absolutely, you can't keep looking like Laz, I'm telling you. Listen to the right people. Watch the film yourself. Like, don't just look at broadcast game because you can't really see everything. You watching the ball, you watching the quarterback. You didn't Nacho know what's going on. The O-line was weak today. It was not good today. O-line could have been much better.
We had no diversity.
So
we was a one-trick pony, and that trick didn't get us there. And like I said,
go ahead.
Like I said, I was coach. I just read that too. It was like, I wanted to get into this one. You can go ahead.
Yeah, Marcus Mix said convo around Caleb will literally be the same. What are y'all talking about? It's being It's been get more accurate, learn a new system. If y'all was a coach, y'all would never have a QB because y'all fail quick as hell. Look, like I said, Ben Johnson, and I just got on Ben Johnson on Wednesday night show about constantly answering these questions in a negative light about Caleb. Guess what he talked about today? We all just watched that fight. Penalties. He was pissed about the penalties. He didn't think the Caleb interception. He said he felt like we can go somewhere else with it. Caleb said, I thought it was a good read. I just need to make a better throw. But he did not say Caleb was inaccurate, wasn't this and all this dumb shit y'all saying, because he was saying it before. I was just talking about it on Wednesday. He was saying it before. He didn't say that tonight. Mm-hmm. And if he was more of a Matt Eberflus type of coach where he gonna hide the truth a little bit or not tell it like he tells it like it is. So you can trust when he not getting down on his quarterback like he normally does, that he honestly didn't have an issue with his quarterback's play. Now, Laz and Dave and all y'all can have issues with all y'all want, but I mean, he's the head coach, and if he has a problem, because he ain't benching Caleb, he know damn well he ain't benching Caleb. This is my thing though, because we talking about Caleb. This is the Caleb guy. We gonna grade him as well. This is my thing, and I talked about it earlier when we was doing the great, not so great. I touched on it. I don't like that. I want Caleb to run around. I do. I want him to get outside that pocket. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about with the stay in the pocket, play on time shit, all that dumb shit. That's fine. You need to do it. And Ben Johnson keeps talking about this. You cannot coach that Superman out of him. That's a fine line you towing with trying to coach that out of him, because y'all talking shit about those numbers, 25 for 38, 285 yards. Yes, the interception is bad, but he was flirting with 75% completion percentage throughout the whole entire game, and we were losing. You know what we fucking needed? The spectacular. We needed some superstars, Superman shit to happen, and guess what? They coaching it out of him a little bit. So he's still playing and do this completion percentage shit. That don't tell the full story, man. I want to see Caleb. I want to see that free Caleb that run around, run, go do your shit. Go do it. That's what I want to see. That's why I love Caleb. I don't think he's inaccurate. I don't always y'all talking inaccuracy. Go look around the league. All these quarterbacks missing throws or not seeing wide receivers and making the bad. It's like you're not really perfect. You're never having a perfect game at the quarterback position.
No, I mean Jackson Dart threw the ball straight into a linebacker who was 5 feet in front of him, staring him in his eyes. Like it's. Yes, Caleb could be better, but it's. This team just needs to be consistent and clean.
The best take to see. He said, how many of those running around plays have worked? I don't recall any lately. Well, guess what? They work when Patrick Mahomes do it. They work when other quarterbacks do it. It's called the second play within the play. Get open. I guarantee you won't be saying that if one of these wide receivers break free and get loose once he's running and like he's looking for, and they break loose and they throw for a 50-yard touchdown. You're not going to be mad then. It's just not happening. It's not getting open. They're not getting open.
It's just not there.
It's not there. He's trying to get it there.
Hey, it was his bread and butter last season.
Yeah.
So it can happen. It can happen. It's just because it didn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what y'all want.
Yeah, I don't either, because like I said, that 70% shit is stupid.
What y'all want? What y'all
70% is dumb. Jared Goff ain't won no Super Bowl throwing 70%. We talk about this. Lamar Jackson has played phenomenal and still ain't won the Super Bowl. So, 45 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 5 interceptions. And you don't win a Super Bowl, and you all could have been 3-time MVP, and you still can't get you one. I don't want that. Not at all. Joe Burrow last year, 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and y'all didn't even make the playoffs. It's football, people. This is a team fucking sport. Exactly. It's a team sport, man.
Everybody. This was everybody's fault. This was everybody's fault. And like I said, if you look at it statistically and you don't watch the game, you'll be like, okay, the run game just wasn't clicking. That's why. You look at, 2 sacks, like some hits, some pressures. He only threw for 728. Okay, the run, it wasn't even that. It was just the whole look of it. That's the reason that we lost. It was just bad. It was the bad spots was you can't even put on paper because like you want people inaccurate. I mean he threw for 66% today, 285 yards.
Lopez, and this is the weakest argument I hear from people. And when I hear this argument, I know like you're a casual fan, and that's fine. It's entertainment. Football is very fun. But when you talk about somebody else sold you some shit, you didn't do your research. So you just going out there buying shit without doing the research before you buy it. Don't blame them. They supposed to hype up whatever product they trying to sell. And you bought it. Look, Caleb Williams was the number 1 overall pick for a reason, and well fucking deserved. He's the Heisman for a reason. All this hype, he had the hype for a reason. First NIL quarterback to make that type of money, or player in general.
I mean, he was number 1 the year before. Everybody said if he come out, he's gonna be number 1 right now. He decided not to come out, so we decided to not take the number 1 pick. I don't know if like y'all don't see that. Like the reason we got rid of it the first time is because we like, oh no, we want this guy who just won a Heisman. He's not gonna come out. Fine, we'll give it to the team that we got the best chance of getting the first overall pick. And thank you, Lovie Smith, as well. You know what I mean? Like all these things that came about, and it's like, what my whole thing is these vague as the next what? Ain't no next, like because like you said, that's when y'all listen to the people on the TV and they say, hey, my comp, he reminds me a lot of this person. And you know what that gets you? Nowhere.
Don't get mad at Mitch for being taken 2nd overall. Be mad at the motherfucker who drafted him 2nd overall. Because guess what? It's the fucked up part. Those same people who's saying sold him on Caleb being the next, he gonna listen to what they say about the next prospect in this upcoming draft. He gonna go back and listen to him again instead of doing his own research. But that's your fault, Dave. That's your fault. But honestly, Caleb is everything I thought he would be. Everything I thought he'd be. For fucking sure. I was pissed that the rookie season, you knew he held the ball long. Now, when we talk about holding the ball long, Caleb runs around and creates extra time. So they gonna say, yes, he holds the ball. He don't hold the ball long, so to speak, like in the pocket, standing in the pocket. He's not doing that. He's running around, creating a play within a play. That's what he's doing, and it's gonna count towards his holding the ball long numbers. But
I mean, if he get, let's say 5. Yeah, I was trying to get, but if he get like, some of those passes game, let's say 4 to 5 of them to come out in a second, that's gonna drop down to like 2.8, and then you can't say nothing about it because it's gonna fall like in the middle of all of the other people around the league and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. It was funny because one person I really, really, really don't like that's in the Bears history is Rex Grossman. But I saw the interview that he did with
recently.
Yeah, and it was enjoyable. He talked his shit, and I don't know, man. It made me like Rex Grossman for some reason. Just watch him. He like, hey, look, I got to play good football. I got to win games. He said, of course, that defense carried me, but I played in a fucking Super Bowl. Y'all did it.
I got to make another call real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead. He like, I played in the Super Bowl. Y'all didn't. I did this. Y'all did. So my whole point in thinking about it, when I was thinking about it, because I was so mad at Rex Grossman because we lost the Super Bowl. I'm still kind of mad at him because we lost the Super Bowl, but I had no reason to like just hate him the way I was hating on him so much, even though he played bad. It's like what I was acting like, we go to the Super Bowl every year. I was acting like, like, oh, he messed, but he'll be all right. Let me see what you got up here. See, we not in the era where we can't watch the film. Those days are gone. Days gone. Are they going to blame one person, one union? We got the all-22. Yes, you can definitely go look at it yourself. Even if you don't know how to watch film, go. It's plenty of people who break it down in different kind of ways, and if you just watch them break it down, you can start seeing for yourself. And like, oh, okay, I can see this. I can see that. David. But for the Bears to not even bring in Jaden or any other player pre-draft, Post brought those goods before I even laid eyes on it. Okay.
I agree. He should have brought them all in. He shouldn't have not
should-
brought Jaden in, but he was picking Caleb anyway. But yeah, he should have brought him in for sure.
But he knew what Caleb Camp was saying about the Bears, and he was wooing him. Let's just be honest. He wooed him. He wanted to let him know this is for you. The reason he traded Justin, just so you know, it's for you. And just so you know, even if you don't want to come here, I'm bringing you here anyway. Because you're the quarterback that I want. And that's just what he wanted. Like I said, I'd rather have Caleb playing every game and we can discuss this than us talking about we lost when we had our backup in, or we wasted a number one pick on Jaden Daniels, who only played 3 games this season. He missed the 2 games last season, a game. He already missed 4 games in 2 years. And he ain't Wolverine. He ain't gonna heal more or be more durable over the years. He's just gonna keep, like you kept saying about Cam Scatterboo the last few weeks, Mark. We gonna break eventually. He broke. You know what I said? Ben Johnson's under a microscope. He has to figure this out. Ben Johnson is not under a microscope. He's just looked at. He's just a story and very interesting because he's a highly profile coordinator who got a head coach job at one of the franchise teams in the league, and they're expecting great things. Under a microscope, to me, is nitpicking hot seat shit. You know what I mean?
He's saying under his microscope. Under his microscope.
Oh, under your microscope.
And I look,
okay.
I'm right there with him. I'm looking at Ben for real too.
I'm looking at him too.
I am.
I'm watching. I'm just seeing what he do this season, and then I'm gonna see what he do next season. See if the changes. I'm gonna see what he do week by week.
Absolutely. There should be, unless it looks like it looked last year, there should be no grand conclusions drawn. If this team go out there and win 8 or 9 games, all right, now let's build off of it and let's draft some good players.
He already matched last season.
Yeah.
All he got to do is win one more game before the end of the season. He did better than we were last year. Good, better, best. Just, hey, we good now? Win 2-3 more games. That's better. Like you said, 8, 9, 10, playoff hunt kind of thing. Okay. Now you got this team from last year at their best this year. Now you take this year, and that's your good now for the next year. That's your baseline for the next year. And then you get better. And then, like, I know it sucks week by week. Like I said,
the team is still not complete. The team is still not complete.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get players that can win by rushing for. Just win by rushing for. Like, you shouldn't have to keep blitzing and doing all this extra shit to win. Like, there's still pieces that need to be put in. They still need to figure out their left tackle spot. Theo is not like Theo's there right now.
Not the long term.
Yeah,
not a long term case. Not the long term case for sure.
All right, let's grade Caleb Williams real quick and then move on. We got Chef Weck's grades coming up, and then we'll play the blame game and wrap this thing up. So overall, look, 25 for 38, 285 yards, 1 interception. That I won't say it was a bad interception. Like the one he threw to Rome last week was bad. I didn't like that interception. This one was just unfortunate. It came at a horrible moment in the game. That's why this one was bad. You threw it and they just walked right into the end zone after that. Marcus Mix said, he said multiple times, we're going to be playing our best ball in December. No excuses. They should have won this game. That's what we've been saying the entire time.
Nobody's down you.
They should not have lost to Tyler Huntley, or
definitely shouldn't have lost it. But like we said before, anybody go back to April, go back to June, go back to when the schedule came out. Y'all tell me we thought we was going to beat the Ravens. So don't act like this changed your final wins, losses for what you predicted for the season. Your fucking bracket is still the same. This would have just been good. This would have put us ahead. This was profit. We still can break even. But I was just drawing my Caleb grade.
And it's not an excuse.
Not an excuse.
But I'm telling you, them going into this game without their top 3 cornerbacks, that shit is that is huge. That shit matters a lot. That's the hardest position to play on the field. You didn't have your top 3 cornerbacks. Nashawn Wright. First of all, Nashawn Wright, I'm sure when he signed with the Bears, he did not think he was going to be playing
this much.
Yeah, this big of a role for this team.
But he started 5 out of the last 7 or something like that. 6 out of the last, so 4-3. So 6
He
out of the last
started
7?
every game except the Lions game.
Except the Lions game.
When Jalen Johnson came back. But all right, let's give this grade out. Let's do this grade. You want to go first?
That's up to you. I can go first. I got my card.
Okay. All right, I'll go first. My bad. Right. Ravens went into the game thinking they had their top 3 quarterback in the league too, though. Oh, you talking Lamar? No, Ravens did not know. They knew where Lamar wasn't playing from.
See what I said, Mark? What I say when we first came, I said this one to show you who actually pays attention and who don't.
Marcus Mixter going with a C-. Nacho going with a B. And I think I'm right there with y'all. Dave going with a C-. I'm going with a B. I'm going with a solid B. If he didn't throw that interception and we lost, like we didn't even have to, he didn't, win this game. If he didn't throw that interception and his numbers still look the same without that pick, this would have been a B+ easy. And I would have been trying to talk myself to not give him an A-. But he looked good to me. I don't know what people were talking about. He looked good today. I wanted to see what I was missing was the play that people with a hero ball. Fuck that. You got to be a dog. You got to go be a star. Sometimes Patrick Mahomes got to show why he got paid $500 million contract. Mm-hmm. You got to show him why. And that's what I'll be looking for. I was looking for it, but they trying to coast that out of him. And I don't like that. So I'm going with a B, a solid B for my Caleb Williams grade. What you got?
I'm giving him a C. Because, and I know we doing it week by week. I know on the show, but my grades are always for the whole year. This is my whole overall for the whole team. What I expected, and Caleb is still better than he was before. Like I said, 1 sack. The interception is unfortunate. 66%, 285. You know what I mean? It's that one thing. Like I knew you was gonna say it, but the reason that you don't got a B or on his own self, and this is why we give him his own grade, is because everybody likes to. Anything that bad happens with the team, is all Caleb's fault anyway. So we here at the Black Bear Podcast like to show love and give him flowers when they do. You had it. You was in the red zone twice. You showed it. You showed it twice. You showed it with a 23-yard run, and you showed it with that bomb that you threw to DJ. And you showed it.
But when they get in that red zone, they be trying to run the ball, and that shit wasn't working today.
I know
it ain't like they gave Caleb every attempt in the red zone.
That's true.
I wish they would have, but they didn't. They'll probably give him the third down.
Yeah, and I can't. But like I said, when he killed that play and threw it to DeAndre, like all of those things. Just more of it. Just more of why, just like y'all said, why did they call him and generational and the next? The stuff that we were just waiting for. It don't have to be every play.
But that's the stuff people hate for some reason. It's like, do you not know who he is?
Right.
This comment's funny.
Yeah. Well, B with no pick, A with that big impact game you mentioned. Like, I also don't think I've seen Wes give a lower grade than you up to this point. No, I think that's not. Like I said, look, that's how I feel. Like I said, giving it baseline out, and it's not what he did. It's what he didn't do. Because if you watch that game, you like, okay, I got like somebody got to take over. It's the like our kids say, the Mamba mentality. I'm shooting the ball 65 times. Ain't nobody on this team. Y'all don't practice like I practice. Y'all ain't better than me. Y'all don't deserve these shots. I'm going to take it myself. If y'all ain't trying to play today, I'm just going to take over this team myself and just do it all on my own. And like I said, it's kind of like, he's still trying to play within, show respect to his brand new head coach, all this kind of stuff, and say, hey, look, we on the same kind of page. And I know Ben Johnson going to sit him down after this and like, you know what? Probably it was on me, man. You know what? At halftime, I should just pull you to the side and say, hey, look, I need you to make magic. I'm gonna give you my play and give you your play, and just whichever one you feel like is gonna work. You know what I mean? And let's just go me and you, and just my God, I played in games where coach like, hey, look, it sucked. I just want you to shoot, just come up the court and just shoot the ball. So win. He said, whenever you feel like it.
Some players get that green light.
Yeah, like Steph Curry, like just do you. You can go 11 for 15 from 3 tonight, or you can go 1 for 15 from 3 tonight, but you're still Steph Curry, and that ain't gonna change who you is. But I'm not fin to handcuff you and not get a negative result.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
I just don't like that he had to throw the ball 38 times too. I don't think he had to. Like, I feel like this wasn't a game where he needed to throw the ball 40 fucking times. Dave said time of possession that first quarter and first drive looked like a playoff group, but after that, like it's been every game this season. So far, they lose all momentum. D wasn't there to bail Caleb out, or they weren't there to bail themselves out either. You can talk about bailing Caleb out all you want, but that loss going all their record, and the defense didn't get bailed out today. They gave up 30 points. So, then you talk about the first possession. That's simple, basic stuff. That's scripted plays. That's why it looks so good. Now we talking about the first possessions because last year we didn't have scripted plays almost all season. I mean,
they said we didn't. They said, "Oh, we don't script plays," and you're like, "What?" You know what I mean? It's like, y'all not. And this what kills me. And I said, this is what kills my Bears fans. Like y'all forgot about last year, didn't y'all? Y'all forgot about last year what we was crying for, what we was begging the team to do just for 1 week. We was going on a 10-game losing. Just come out with, just look good on the first drive and go from there. Like it's like we look good on the first drive and then oh no, you gotta do this. Yeah, you gotta have a whole complete game. But a lot of teams comeback wins happens. So that's just for me. And it's like I said, it ain't all Caleb. It's a lot of people out there need some, and like I said, injuries happen. Throw injuries in there. It's a lot of things to put in there. But what most of the people in the comments right now is saying what the actual narrative is. You can say who's first to blame, who's second to blame. I think what you can't say.
We're gonna get to the blame game.
Who's only to blame.
These grades, which we got coming up next. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights. Post game shows after every game. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host, Chef West to the right of me. All right, let's do it. Let's kick it off with grades. Chef West grades. We got grades, and then we'll play the blame game and wrap this thing up. Chef West grades. Oh man, I'm gonna kick it off with this one because honestly, this was gonna be one of my grades, a part of the special teams. We're gonna go with special teams first. I'm gonna just say that. And this was gonna be one of my grades, not the unit, but it was so if I didn't pick Rome, I didn't have another grade. I probably would have went Caleb, but I didn't like that interception at that moment. So I couldn't even deal with that. It would have been Duvernay finally getting some fucking daylight on a fucking kick return with his big. I do not like him, but special teams. We gonna start there. What you got for the special teams grade?
Man, fuck Duvernay. Fuck all of them.
Didn't Blackwell come in? You trying to cough the ball up right away?
Right. This is main. Most of this goes to Richard Hightower, but ring the bell.
He sucks. Richard Hightower sucks.
Ring the bell. I'm so tired of y'all motherfuckers. I'm so tired. I am so fucking tired. I'm tired of Cairo. I'm tired of Duvernay. I'm tired of Torrey Taylor. And the thing is, I'm not even tired of Tory Taylor play. I'm just tired of the fact that the moment he gets some light, it's like it always fucking go negative. It's like I want him to just be bad too. Just be bad with everybody else. Because the moment you good, something bad happened anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it had nothing to do with that. Special teams, Hightower, they just look bad today.
Hightower is bad, boy. I don't know
Blackwell,
what happened to him.
like, I mean,
And Marcus Mix is saying, "What the fuck happened to the tackling? They ain't tackled.
Who?
They
Tackle
ain't
who?
tackled all year on special teams."
I wrote a note down his special teams. When we field a kick or a punt, the opposite teams get one block and then the ball carrier goes 30 yards. That's how I feel. It feel like he split one person and then now he's up the field. The arm tackling, it's like they running, like just looking straight, like they're not even looking for them. It's like they run past them. They don't. It's like, and then when they do something, I swear to God, every time they do something, they put somebody down in the 15 or something. Here come them zebras galloping out there.
Yeah.
Every single time. God, I swear to God, I would love, and I'll try to find it. I'll find it this week. I want to know our opponent's average starting. I guarantee you it's better than a touchback. I'll bet you it's like at least 38. Even if it's 36, it's still gonna piss me off.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you.
Just kick touchbacks all day. Fuck it. Take the touchback penalty, let them start at 35 because they at the 40.
So let me ask you this, because we talked about Cairo, you talked about Cairo missing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident how confident were you that he would? Because I wouldn't say confident, but how confident were you that he was gonna make that kick at the half, that 58-yarder? 1 to 10,
2. I was hopeful.
Okay.
I was like, shock me. I had more faith in Moody coming in and walking us off. Like I was more excited. My heart was kind of like, come on, Moody, walk us off, take us home. I think, come on. But Cairo, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm like, just make it all the way down now. Just make it. Just make this one. Just make it. And then when I looked,
go ahead.
No. And then when it fell short, it was okay. Yep. The fact is, when he missed it, I wasn't even disappointed.
Me neither. I was just like, I just called him a bitch. I called him a bitch and just halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You bitch. Okay. Yeah, that. Did they ask Coach about the kick in the press conference? Do you remember they did?
Yeah, he said the penalty was unfortunate. He was happy that he got his Hurricane team out there.
They did. Hey, they looked impressive with that. I'm like, okay, they repped
like a lot of
that.
Like I said, it's some things. Like I said, if you watch the whole tape of the whole game, it's some things that you're like, okay, cool. Like we don't look super incompetent. We just looked at drained and lazy and not ready.
Yeah,
for the most part. Like, yeah, to me, it's just
Baltimore.
It was just bad.
They limped to Baltimore and they was
yeah. And Ben said don't nobody feel good right now. Everybody's dinked and danged up, all that kind of stuff.
Said nobody was surprised. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way he's making that.
Yeah. But you can go. I mean, you can go. It's motherfuckers boom. Who's the one that sent on like 66 yards? This is for the 49ers. The kicker
that what?
Is the 49ers kicker that's sitting on like 260 yards this season or something?
I don't know, but Green Bay kicker hit like a 60-something yard last week. And he was not McManus. It's the substitute teacher dude.
Yeah, like golly, like I said, 55, like 58. Okay, it's not crazy to think that a kicker in the NFL can make it. It is a long kick, but basically speaking, that's your deep ball. That's your cut back. That's your broken tackle. That's your pancake. That's your sack. It's your interception. That's your fumble. As a kicker, that's your bread. Ain't nobody praising you for kicking 35 yards.
No.
Kicks
Now we need you to make them, but like
We
those
need
are
to
chip
make it,
shots.
but
Chip shots.
We not. Yeah. You the best kicker in the world because every kick is 30 yards. When you out there and you kick it 55 for game winners and 63 for game winners and 50s for game winners.
That's why kickers have such a short leash. Because just go kick the fucking ball, man.
And because you get old fast, you can't kick it, man. When you start getting old, I'm telling you, legs and knees is the first thing to start wearing on you because you use them all day, all the time. I'm telling you.
Ron, I'm making hot chicken legs. Come on over.
Exactly.
Bear True got up out of here though, so go ahead, Bear True,
right.
handle your business, man. Appreciate you jumping in here.
Sure, all
right, let's move on. So you went with an F, and I'm saying let's move because I'm right there with you. I'm not gonna argue about an F. A little harsh, but I would have went D.
Like so I said, it's the continuous shit of it. It's like this is one of those games where the reason we got we defended Tory Taylor as a punter to flip the field. So when we in these kind of games, we can give our defense the best part, be a weapon on both sides. For hey, look, we grinding out down in the red zone, we can't get it up, or we got to get it. Or hey, look, we're trying to just like we did today. We're trying to bring this game closer before half, so we can come back out with a different approach if we get points before the half.
Yep, points before the half. That's
special teams.
Yep,
that's 2-minute drill. Get down into field goal range, make the fucking field goal. But when I have little faith in you to make them, field goal range ain't everybody field goal range no more. You might as well put our line 10 yards in front of everybody else's closer to the end zone because we need a shorter kick for our field goal range because our kicker is that person, like.
And they were flirting. Because Nacho coming in saying D is probably fair. At least they didn't fumble, but they was flirting with fumbling.
They was twice, a couple of them. I think they did have a fumble. They had an actual fumble that they counted as a fumble today. And I think they did fumble. I think that was the fumble that Blackwell fumbled on special teams. We just
he got it back. Yeah, he got it back. Yeah,
they can
get an F for
Still
sure.
A fumble.
Okay, let's move on to let's go offense. Let's talk about the side of the ball that everybody loves the most. Offensive grade. What you got? I did not see that.
I'm giving them a D.
Let me see their total yards. 19 first down, 6 for 13 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. 96 total rushing, 270, 285 passing, 372 total yards. They had more yards than them. But okay. 11 penalties. Well, that's total. But
total.
Yeah.
Total that penalties. Like I said, you can always take 25% of those away because they're gonna be phantoms. I'm telling y'all, just go look at them. But 8 penalties is probably too much a game. 7. You want to be around 2 if you can help it. 4 maybe. And 2 of those better be a bad call off the ref. Coming to penalties.
Damn, they with you. The chat is with you. Went D, but they going F.
Yeah, the run game not being there. And I'm not saying, and this might not even be the player's fault. Maybe it's because Swift is injured, or you know what I'm saying. We was down. We only had 1 running back. We only had 20 total carries, probably something like that. Maybe even, or maybe less than that. It's just like I said, knowing the kicker that we got, missing in those red zones, a lot of the drop passes that was coming, just the stagnant and the dryness of it is just the offense in itself. I'm surprised we had 16. Because that didn't look like we scored 16 points that game. That looked like a 9.3 field goal game to me.
That was damn. F's, and you went D, right?
I went D. I went D because, like I said, if you look at the statistically, it's like fine. Like I said, like somebody putting that Caleb back on pace for 1,000. Like I said, Rome, maybe Rome getting his groove back again. Swift is injured, but when Swift was out there, Swift was effective. Yeah, I said drop passes too, missed touchdown passes, just not sync, just dry. Just it was like y'all thought. I don't know. I guess I don't know if when they flew there and they heard that Huntley, and they all got the text that Huntley was gonna play. I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that was it. It just they could. I mean, to me, I mean, they could have been worse. I guess.
Okay.
But they made some big plays. They got some big first downs. They started off pretty good. So
I'm not mad at the D. Like I said, there's F's in the chat. I just didn't expect that to. Okay. Look, the run game was not good. The passing game, I don't think the passing game was that bad, but it was a crucial turnover. Like of 13-6, that was a crucial moment in the game. And they scored that 3 points. 3 points. It could have been up 14-0, which you should have went up 14-0 at that point. You was up 6-0. I'm with it.
Yeah, it's just like I said, my man's Rome. I'm like that sideline catch that it looked like I thought he had it in the cradle, but he didn't cradle it good enough. Like for me, it's but then they had some moments where it looked like they was driving, and it's like, okay, cool, like wasn't yeah.
D feels like the right grade. Some of the F y'all giving should go to coaching.
They get a grade too. They next. We got the other side of the ball and then coaches. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm with it. So you went F special teams and then D on offense. Shit, because this report card is looking rough. All right, let's go defense then. We're on defense now, and this is shit.
You want to throw out some? They had 2 sacks, no turnovers.
Yeah, I was looking for the numbers.
They allowed 30 points.
Keep going.
They allowed 177 total yards on the ground, a total 185 in the air. I'm just going off the individual stats that I can remember. I'm adding them up in my head. I don't know if I have the negatives and the sacks. So like I said, roughly they had about the same amount of yards, close to where we had, close to 100 total yards and stuff like that.
I think we got them by like 20 yards.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
And okay, I know. I got it. Like, all right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Easy. Shit. I don't even need another call. I don't need another call for this one. I don't need another call. It's just easy. And I get it. Our secondary was demolished. But we didn't do okay. That's 3 people. It's 11 people out there. We that back like I said, it actually got a Z. That's somebody said. Yeah, but no, the thing that the reason they get an F, like it's not even because like Huntley didn't like carve him up. He was just cool, calm, and collective. Like I said, 12 for like 17, whatever he had.
I thought he carved him up. I ain't gonna lie.
Carving him up is like 20 for 25, 325, 2 touchdowns. That's carving him up, but just darting them, killing them. But that ain't even the point. Because I was expecting the secondary to try to limit. I expected, though, like you said earlier on, I expected it to look hard for him.
Yes.
He looked, like I said,
he was so comfortable, man.
Like I said,
He looked like he was used to playing against us. That's what it looked like.
Like, oh, he falling back. I don't even know what coverage this is. I don't even know. Oh, there go Flowers.
Oh yeah, and then
I'm
can't
gonna.
go wrong giving it to your number one wide receiver
So why
constantly.
not? Yeah, like dude, like if I could just stand. This is how I felt with him. The first half, he said, if I can just stand here long enough for Zay Flowers to get open, or somebody to get like stupid open, like the tight end who he got the fumble that shot out of bounds and they gave it to him, which they didn't want to even look at that and review that and try to like get that correct, because I'm like, that didn't really look like a catch either, but maybe. All right, fine, sure. But it's like he was just standing there, and at halftime or close to halftime, Harbaugh was like, you know, you can run. Oh yeah, I can run.
They started blitzing, and I'm not even about to try to give it to the hot route. I'm taking off straight up. Wherever gap y'all open up, I'm taking off.
Like I said,
he was fast too.
Yeah, the first 12, 15 minutes, he wasn't taking off nowhere. I ain't see really no quarterback. Maybe one quarterback design play that didn't even work. But I think he realized, like, this should just keep opening up. And if I just sit back here and they're gonna start figuring it out. So hey, let's just start. And it was just like it was too fucking easy for him. And y'all out of Chicago defense.
Shake them.
Like you said, the trenches was like I said, if you want to look at it statistically, it's hard to be like, if you didn't see the game, you look at the stats, you're like, hey, this was that. Oh, we were kind of equal on that. Blah 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 blah. No, it was just
they didn't look.
They did not look like that. They didn't. Like I said, it did not look like a 30-16 game. And we talked about, if it was Lamar, would have probably been like a 59-9. That's how it felt. You know, and it was just too easy. And the guys up front just not there. Just not getting there. I think Tremaine had maybe 4 tackles. I think I seen something like that. TJ, I think he had I forgot him yet. Maybe 3 something. It was not effective in the game. The guys up front really weren't effective. The linebackers wasn't effective. Yeah, Dave. He told him hold my wine with his pinky up. That's what he did to this defense.
A lot of the guys the sick part is a lot of the guys we was praising last week we didn't hear from this week. Like KB, he could have, that interception would have been massive, but couldn't get it. Tremaine
Brisker was just off.
Brisker, TJ. We could keep talking about these DBs that weren't there, which is important, but we also still had some guys that we was praising pretty high that was out there.
But like I said, if they could have got pressure on him and he just made good passes because our secondary was wounded and Zay Flowers still did what he did, they wouldn't have got an F. They wouldn't have got an F. I mean, even at 30-16, I wouldn't even push D-. They moved them off of it. We just was hurt. That's what I could have made. I can't make no excuse for this defense, even if I tried. And like I said, it's just F. I told you
about to be the worst. I don't remember. I'd have to look back and see the first 2 games, but I think this is shaping up to be the worst report card of the season. Maybe
this the worst report card of ever.
Well, we got one more grade, and that's obviously coaching.
Yeah, man, it's just like, what can you fucking say about this, coaches? What can you say about it? And I can get Harbaugh and what's the oh man, what's the Ravens offensive coordinator name again?
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken. Wasn't he on our list of head coaches, I believe?
Yes, he was. I played the video of him cussing people out.
Yeah, I thought so. When I see him on the screen, I'm like, damn. They just cook this. Worst coaching by far of Ben Johnson. That is easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, David. They had 2 sacks. So Sweat got him, and I think maybe Dexter and maybe Grady got him. I'm not really sure. I just want to get some of y'all comments off of it so Mark can take care of stuff. Only thing worse than this coaching was any game coached by Eberflus. Yep. It was underwhelming. It was unexpected. Yeah. Nacho, you right about that. What you got over here, Mark? Honorable mention F to DA. Did not handle the injuries well this week. Has done pretty decent so far though this season. Yes. Yep, I can agree. I can agree with that. That yeah, I'm with you. Ben gets an F for being stubborn. Whatever the fuck I want you. You're right. Dexter and Sweat got home. Yep, those are the only 2 highlights that we got. I expected to win today. I think they expected to win today, and I think they expected not to have to play for it either. Ron, I thought when we found out Huntley, I'm like, all right, cool. We game plan for Lamar, and if we had a game plan to beat Lamar, we should have easily handled Huntley. It should have been a no brainer for that. So I don't know how long Mark gonna be. I'm trying to wait for him so he can catch the grade. What's messed up is I think Ben, and put you up here for you that day. What's messed up is I think Ben wasn't even out coached today by Harbaugh. Johnson just didn't know when to call the right plays out there. I don't know, David. That's the definition of being out coached. I don't know. That's when I think of out coach. I think you just calling the wrong plays. How about this? I think when you're out coach, I think you just call it's kind of like the right play at the wrong time. So that's what I think that out coach is. I think if you call the right play at the right time and then it don't work, I think your team, well, you just don't have the talent and all that kind of stuff. I still think it was time for us to come off that win streak. It feels like we got big headed a little bit, to be honest, and that's correct. And like I said, as mad as I am, my anger keeps going higher out of 10. I think I started the show off at 11. I was at like 20 a couple seconds ago. I think I'm at like a 35 right now. Simply because I just, even if we did lose, I'm just mad we lost the way we did lose. Like in hindsight, my wins and totals for the whole season is not affected by this at all. Because when the season started, and I did my prediction. I thought Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry were going to be playing. Roquan and all those guys. And like I said, their defense was coming off banged up too. Thankfully, Bengals look beatable. We need a huge rally win. They do look beatable. They just lost to the Jets. I don't know what that means about anything, given the landscape of the NFL right now. Sorry. With how it's any given Sunday for real. So let Mark finish his thing, but I don't have the dong. But I'm gonna give my grade and I'll give it again and again. This is my grade. Chat. I am giving coaching a F minus. F minus. All the coaches, especially the main ones, head coach, defensive coordinator, DA, special teams coach. And like I said, y'all knew y'all guys was banged up. Y'all know better than any of us, and y'all just didn't prepare for it. They did out like 38 points today, though. Can't sleep on the Bengals next week. I'm with you on that, Dave. You can't sleep on them next week. What was Henry's yards per carry? I want to say 6.5. Let me give you the exact stat on that. I was just looking at it right here. Boom. Like But I think it's like 6 point something. I think overall that's where we at. That's why we were talking about like the turnovers. Yeah, it's borderline expulsion for sure. Let's see. Derrick Henry, 21 for 71. Oh. 3.4. Longest was 10. See, that's see. I thought it was 6.6. That was Tyler Huntley with 6.6. 8 for 53. And then Mitchell 4 for 43. 10.8. 4 carries, 40 yards. Big plays. You saw those at the end. But yeah, and that goes back to what I was just saying. I forgot who just brought up what was Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry today, 21 for 71, average 3.4 with 2 touchdowns. And those all came towards the end. They didn't use them. Huntley and Mitchell.
My bad. I had to handle something.
Yeah, no, you're
important.
good. Yeah,
What you talking about?
They just asked about Derrick Henry's average per run was 3.4.
Yeah, and because we thought, like, and I'm sure that was the game plan. The Bears thought too that they was gonna give us a heavy dose of Derrick Henry, and they did. He didn't really kill us. It was actually we stopped him for a short gain a lot of times.
His longest was 10 yards.
You see, they did a hell of a job on him.
Yeah.
I can't believe we let Huntley go off instead.
Huntley and Mitchell together. Let's just put them together.
Oh yeah, Keaton Mitchell had
Keaton
that
Mitchell.
big one.
Yeah,
And he had
25
a good
yards.
kick return,
Huntley
too.
had a 29-yard one. Huntley 8 for 53, 6.6. Keaton 4 for 43, 10.8. Every time he got the ball, it was 10 yards.
Did you see this comment?
Which one?
He said,
No.
You're that hard on a first-year head coach, but got all the excuses for the second-year QB. If you're talking about your coaching grade, that's not just for the head coach. That's all of the coaches.
No. That's all of the coaches. That's
Dennis
everybody.
Allen didn't have a good day either.
Nobody.
Neither did Richard. Exactly. So I don't know where
this is, and like I said,
everybody when you criticize somebody on this team, they always bring it back to the quarterback for some reason.
I don't know. Like
But
I
go ahead.
said, but like I said, it's that's who should get the fault. Rookie head coach or not, it's his job. Like I said, am I worried about it at all? Nope. Do I think Ben Johnson not gonna be a great head coach? Nope. Do I don't think he's gonna probably come back next week and try his best to put up 50 on the Bengals? Yep. But like I said, honestly, I just think he didn't want to take his shirt off. No, just but no, like I said, I give him an F-. And I give him an F- because when I do this, I hope somebody clip this and send him to him. I hope you get an email and he say, "Who is this Chef West?" Time I get an F-. Let me show him like I'm important. I'm not that important, but yeah, like it's that. Because for me, it's like if we would have thought Huntley was going in last minute, they said, "Oh, Lamar Jackson playing," and this what happened. We thought Huntley was playing. We schemed for Huntley all week and got Lamar, and this what happened. I could be like, all right, cool, but just some of those same play calling steals, just the abandonment of the run. When Mark, you said all the time, Ben Johnson offense runs first off what the run.
Yeah,
if the run ain't working, his offense don't work. That's you.
Yep.
I don't care if you got to run it 22 times with Kyle Monangai.
But he didn't want to.
You didn't
like
want
I said,
to.
5.8 per carry for Swift at the half, and he only had 4 or 5 carries at that time. He only ended with 11 carries total. So.
11 carries total. And like I said, when he did touch the ball, that was life.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing it all season. Like I said, maybe he's on a pitch count, whatever. Then you still got to run with Monangai. Monangai had a couple big runs too. Like
he had some good ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He has like you gotta get in there and get it, man. You got to. And that just tell you, and this feeds that narrative that everybody keeps saying, like, well, why are you so big up on Caleb and all that? Because if he's what y'all saying he is, the ball wouldn't be in his hand.
If he was what Caleb was what they say he is, dude, I guarantee we wouldn't win a game. We would not be on no 4-game
I'm
win
not
streak.
even saying that. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm saying it would have showed that it's not on him. He'll be throwing the ball 15 to 20 times and we'll be heavy run, no matter who it is.
I agree with this. What Dave's saying. I think scheming for Lamar all week and you end up getting Huntley instead would be a high five for the coaching staff. But I agree. They should have been. It should have been like sweat relief, but it was not. They got
it was the exact opposite, and it was and like I said,
this was just a shit.
It's
game.
just in bowl well. It's just and like I said, that's good. Like I said, for me, yeah, go.
No, I was gonna say I think this game is what a lot of people thought last week's game was gonna be. When they start saying trap game, you heard people talk about that game last week as a trap game. I feel like this was a trap game.
Yeah,
and this is what happened. We just completely shit the bed this week.
Yeah,
in all phases. Like I'm not up here trying to defend Caleb, but y'all not finna act like he actually played like horrible.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of worse things that happened in this game than Caleb, but including Caleb, they all had a hand in this. Like I said, that pick, that interception, that put him right. That when you slice the pie up, the blame pie like you did last year, players and that got him a big chunk of that when he threw that interception.
Yep. Yeah,
Lamar, it definitely worked.
Team, But at the same, like I said, at the same time, this is just for now. Now, if you want to get my overall for the team, hey, I ain't got no worries. Do I think we finna go on a 10-game losing streak like we did last season or anything like that? My mind is so far away from it. I think this team, this coaching staff is built better than that. That's why they don't get a curve, in the grade. But this team is better than the team from last year. Absolutely. And you can see it. Caleb is better than he was last year. And you can see it. Because I ain't heard, word I ain't heard nobody bring up about Caleb in forever?
What's that?
Starts with an S and ends with an AC.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
He hold on to the ball too much. That's all his fault. That like I said, O-line, like they still got to get their shit together. We still got to get our shit together to look better at doing it. But look at all the other things that is not here no more. That's why when the people be complaining about Caleb and this and that and all that, and I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, oh, you're talking like this team. This is a good team. This is not a bottom of the barrel team. Right. This is a team that can get to the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that too. And if you take a list, say there was 10 things that were all red, you got to listen. 10 things, 10 issues from last season. We probably flipped. I don't know. It's just rough. 4 or 5 to green.
Yep.
You're not finna go 10 for 10 in 1 year. Right. That ain't what happened.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of progress. A lot of progress is me. Like you said, we are better than we were last year.
Mm-hmm. Just got to get our shit together. Figure it out. Play better on the road. That's hard. And like I said, and the reason I'm so harsh, because this is a road game. And if you do know football, offenses don't really show out that much on the road. It's kind of like a, defense needs to travel. Coaching needs to travel. Because the easiest, that's why Terrible Towels, 12th man. What's some other fan kind of names they give these stadiums where they get so loud and it's hard to run your offense. So if you got a really good defense who don't get no fuck how loud it is, because they just as loud because they coming in to bring the noise. You got coaches that's going to scheme up for this week and make your team travel.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm so far behind now.
My God, I'm not putting that. What the fuck is wrong with them? But hurry up so I can block them.
Oh yeah,
that stupid
I had to scroll down. Like I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, we got Tory Taylor.
We be pushing for a play-in spot this year. You might be right.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't make it last year.
Halves.
Cut them easily. That's just one thing. Remember, and my whole thing is this. In the preseason when we were watching this team, we were talking about being clean and the penalties and Caleb accuracy and this, that, and the third, and all these other kind of things. People was talking about it's going to take 2 years for Caleb to get this offense down pat. It's going to take, give Ben Johnson. Now, this is not what is called zero to hero. I forgot what it's called, but bottom to one type of
Worst
team.
to first.
Yeah, worst to first. That's the term. Worst to first team. So temper your expectations. Like you said, any quarterback that played in this league, for the most part, I would say 95% of quarterbacks that play in this league will give you a, hey, Bears fans, temper your expectations. Caleb is all right. He's doing well. You don't know how hard it is to do what he's doing. You looking at it and seeing it from a sky view. You looking at it and seeing it from, even if you go to the games, you can see it a little bit better, but even at the games, you really can't see what he's seeing. And then you can't feel how fast these people is until you go out there, get on the field with a, 6'3", 245-pound Division I linebacker and do a 40 dash against him and see how fast those dudes is too. Like, then you can get the full effect of what's going on, but he's looking so much better.
I think everything going better for this team. He's gonna hit 4,000. 285 today.
Yeah.
Pushed back, set back last week with the 170. That wasn't ideal, but he gonna hit it. No touchdown passes again, but that's fine. Circumstantial. DeAndre Swift got a rushing touchdown in the red zone. They could have easily called a boot play or something, dumped it off 3-yard pass touchdown. But all right.
They could have called a boot play at the end of the game with the last seconds on the line, let him just run over to the sideline and try to do something. Instead of quarterback sneaking.
He was talking about him and DJ weren't on the same page or whatever. Yeah. I didn't see the play. I got to look at that whole sequence.
Yeah, it was quick. It was quick. It was crazy. It was weird. But like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot that needs to be done, but it's a lot to be thankful for. And guess what? October almost over, y'all. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Dave, the thing is, like, first of all, we got to get that 4,000 at some point, like that. But yes, we want to make the playoffs, but we know that we're not going to be like distraught if that don't happen, because this team got a ways to go. We just said if there was 10 things that need to be fixed from last season, we probably fixed 4 or 5. And you got to fix more. Like you want it all back in one bite, and you down by 30 points, and you want to throw you want to hit a 30-point shot. You don't have 30-point shots. There's no 30-point touchdowns. It takes time. You have to get possessions, more bites at the apple. You got to get back in the draft and get back in free agency. It takes time. You don't go from 5 wins in the fashion that we won't have 5 wins. Maybe if it was a regular 5, but that was an abysmal, chaotic fucking season last season. It's gonna take a little bit of time, and I'm not mad if it don't take this first season. I'm not mad at all. Just want to see the growth in the progression of this entire team, and we gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
We're gonna be all right. And like I said, I think the only reason we want to make the playoffs and get the 4,000, like I feel like a lot of people, Caleb can throw for 4,000. We make the playoffs losing the wild card. We get, like I said, as Bears fans, we get around other fans and they want to. You don't even got a 4,000-yard quarterback. 85 Bears was forever ago. They make the playoff for so long, and we want to defend them. We really do. But like I say all the time, it's 31 other teams that don't win a Super Bowl every year.
Exactly, and if they make the playoffs, that's the sick part, because if Dave and a bunch of other people keep talking shit about the quarterback, but you still have these playoff aspirations. If this quarterback is as bad as y'all saying, you wouldn't even be thinking about a fucking playoffs. You would be your narrative would be there's no way we making the playoffs with this quarterback. Continue, but I don't hear that. I hear we should be. Why we think about 4,000 yards when we should be thinking about the playoffs? You can't be thinking about playoffs with a shitty quarterback, right? That ain't happening, because you can go around the league and pick out a shitty quarterback. I guarantee you don't have playoff aspirations for them. But they do for Caleb, because in the back of their mind, they know what the fuck is up with Caleb. No matter what they actually saying about out their mouth.
Because even people think Jacksonville going to turn it around.
Well, Jacksonville, they started off pretty good, actually. I think they were like 4-2, weren't they?
Yeah, they was up there. But I mean, I ain't
They-
see nobody say they're gonna make the playoffs either. So
Yeah, it's a long season. You can
long
start
season.
hot and start losing. But all right, let's play this blame game. We kind of been blaming, but it's time to put a name on it. You want to go first? Pick somebody.
I will let you go first.
Okay. Dennis Allen. I thought this is his worst performance of the season, even worse than the 52 points from the Lions game. This was worse than that. You can't have. Like I said, we were still underdogs, even when we found out Lamar wasn't playing. But 30 points, if Lamar put up like we kept, it would have been 500 total yards for that offense if Lamar was playing, and they would have had another 50 points. Abysmal game plan from Dennis Allen. I get it. You was down your cornerbacks. I get it. But if they playing. It wasn't Lamar Jackson out there. It was a give and take. We lose 3. Lamar was worth 3 starting cornerbacks. If you told me, which they did, if you bench those 3 cornerbacks and we'll bench Lamar Jackson, I'm taking it any day. I'll take that. And I took it and got fucking finessed. They finessed the fuck out of us. Dennis Allen is my first blame game. He's the first to blame for me.
And I know a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but when I tell y'all why, I think y'all gonna agree. I don't think he made this list, but I think he definitely should. My blame game for this game, because I mean, obviously, Dennis, you took the number 1 pick. This family feud, bing, that's the number 1 answer.
That's worth the most points.
That's worth the most points. So if I had to say, mine is, I am finna blame Richard Hightower. I'm finna blame Richard Hightower, not only because what I talked about before about giving them better position and us not getting good position. When we have people who, like you said, they when you want to doubt the quarterback, you want to doubt the running game. Dennis Allen, fucking, you know what I mean? Like DA, they make it easy. Well, the pick, it wasn't an easy pick. He had it, and then Tremaine tipped it out of his. That's why I say watch.
So, Laz, weren't we praising Dennis Allen when the picks were happening though? Like, I'm confused. Why don't people pick and choose? Because I'm sure during the 4-game win streak, Ben Johnson was getting the praise. So can we not praise Ben Johnson? Can we just praise the players then and say fuck the coaches? No, when they lose too, just like quarterbacks, you win. Blaming is on you. The praise is on you. Dennis Allen didn't have a good game plan for a third string quarterback. Go ahead.
Not at all. But no, on top of that, and the main reason is like Marcus Mixon agree with our field position has been pretty trash, and we have kind of overcame it a while now. Richard Hightower's the only one that was here from last season, and we were getting shitty field position there. We were missing. I mean, it was our special teams was not good. I don't think it was good last year. I think Mark, I remember we were talking about it when the firings happened, and Richard Hightower was the only one came back, and I said, well, he was the best on that coaching staff because they was all shit. That last coaching staff, offense, defense, they was all shit. It was like the special teams kind of looked good the previous year. Well, look better than the defense because the defense and offense was just trash.
Yeah,
just like that one year when we led in rushing, everybody like, what's that offensive line coach? They was giving him praise because the Bears like number 2 in rushing in the league and all that kind of stuff.
What was his name? Morgan?
Morgan, something, right? Remember like that? But Justin Field accounted for like 37% of those rushing yards anyway, and it's like those are off-scripted rushing yards. But if you don't watch and you don't look at it, you don't just go off a stat. You're like, hey, this is a number 2 rushing team in the league, and it's like, that's fine.
QB shoulders and the coach's shoulders, not just the QB and the coach. That's why these coaches get a lot of times the coaches get fired before the QB does.
Yeah.
I.e. Matt Eberflus.
Yeah.
So Richard Hightower,
I give it to him because it's like
field position is so important in football.
It is, and this is when we needed you. This is when we had it. And if you don't believe me and all this other kind of stuff, I go back to I saw the Rex Grossman interview. I thought about that 05, 06 Bears, whatever year it was, and how good that defense was, and how good. Just look at what Devin Hester did. Look at what just him being that electric on special teams did for that team. Did for his career. He was a trash cornerback and a mediocre, decent receiver, but he was so good on special teams that it kept him getting paid, and he made the Hall of Fame off it. And we just need some people to do that. Look how much we love Robbie Gould. We lived off field goals for years and defense. You know what I mean? Yeah, lead the team in points, like right. That's what we need to get right with that whole when. You said, hey, look, if Moody is still hitting us 100, other than them, like I said, other than the block, Richard Hightower, you supposed to go to Ben Johnson and say, no, we're gonna keep Moody. Hold on. So he's on a roll, he's on a rock. Like you gotta be able to make changes.
In my opinion, I think we missing too many field goals. Like, or whether it's getting blocked or whatever, it's happening too much now. Like it's thing
crazy, ain't it? It's not
missing a field goal or
it's not a walk. It's not a walk off and go get a beer moment.
Yeah, and it should be
right.
Damn,
it's crazy. That's what I'm like. This was his time to shine. To be honest with you, this would have been his time to shine. This would have been time to keep them pinned down, make it harder for him. Because like I said, we did have some good plays. It was just they started off so good so many different times. Did like I said, one Huntley 15-yard pass and that was it. You know what I mean? 1 20-yard run by Mitchell, and that was it. It was like they're gonna kick a field goal no matter what. And I'm blaming him mainly, like I said, because he's been here too long and he should know. No better than.
This is a good. Why I don't the injuries this year is insane. Honestly, Kyler might need to just sit this one out because you came back for 2 games and that soft tissue injury is gonna keep coming. You might as well just hang it up for the season and chill. Yeah. Everybody we paid got hurt. Jalen Johnson got hurt. Kyler got hurt. TJ got hurt. All 3 of them dudes we paid. Grady paid him. He got hurt.
Yep.
Everybody that got a bag got hurt this year for some reason. But okay, Richard Hightower. Oh, okay. Do I want to go player here or do I want to go coaching again? I'm gonna go. But see, and if I can't really pinpoint an actual player because like they were all equally as bad. Like I'm gonna take the whole defensive unit. The whole defensive unit. They didn't get pressure. We know they can't get pressure. That's nothing new. But they didn't get no pressure on Huntley. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about nothing. They got to do with injuries, no nothing. Like I don't want to make any excuses for this defense against Huntley. I don't care if they told y'all Huntley was playing an hour before the game. He should not have done that. It'd be different if Derrick Henry, we talking about Derrick Henry 3 touchdowns with 175 rushing yards. We were like, yeah, we couldn't stop that motherfucker, that train. But we're talking about Huntley. I'm watching him get interviewed and get game balls from his team. And that shouldn't happen. I don't give a fuck. That should not happen. That's disgusting to me. Defense lost this game. The offense scored 16 points, whatever. Cool. Defense lost this game. This should have been their best defensive game of the season.
Easily. And a lot of people like they talk about the turnover. Did you know I heard a stat the other day and they said, did you know that the Bears have 11 interceptions this season? And I was like, yeah, they lead the NFL in turnovers. Yeah. Did you know that I think it's 7 or 8 of those are when the quarterback is not under pressure and a clean pocket?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you how big of an impact that starting cornerbacks are. Like those guys, they like you said, if they were in there, Huntley wouldn't have had nobody to throw the ball to. It would have been
Yeah.
handcuffs everywhere. Lamar
Straps.
probably wouldn't have had nobody to throw the ball to.
Seatbelts.
That's what I said. He would, like it would have been crazy. But
Last Austin Booker has to be activated Tuesday, or he's shut down for the year. But at this, they need to get they got to get him in there because we need something. At this point, whoever see what you can get out of anybody on this roster right now, because the pass rush is non-existent.
You know what?
We should have made Huntley look like Rattler, and we didn't.
Yeah, we did. And the crazy thing is, like, I'm thinking about all the people that if you have to rotate every 3 downs, man, then do it. It's like when I was a kid and I used to have the batteries in my toy, and the batteries were going to be dead, and my granddad said, "Put them in the freezer for 2 hours." And you put them in the freezer for a couple hours and take them out. You get another hour out of them or so.
Juice. Yep.
Get a little juice back in them. Whatever you got to do, man. Like what? Like stop. I said, I think somebody put in the comments, like, stop being stubborn. Stop. And I get what you're trying to build the coach. Trying to build your Ben Johnson coach or your DA coach in Chicago, whatever you want to call it. But dude, when it's right, it's right. That's why a lot of people will be getting and missing out on good relationships and good jobs and all this other kind of stuff because they stubborn or all this other. Hey, if it's good and it's right and it's working, just keep it. Keep going with it. Keep doing you. Like with the Moody and like all this, it's just I don't know. But you kind of took my next blame.
Took
I'm
the
gonna
defensive unit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it again in a way. I'm gonna call it that front 7, that front 8, that defensive line, those linebacking group. Noah Sewell, Train, TJ, Sweat, Grady, all of Shamar. I mean, even if you got hurt, like it's like all you all impacted how this game went in some way or another. I know people were injured. What are you gonna do? He's injured. I'm saying. I'm just letting you know that him not being there was an issue because we thought he was gonna be there, and just
that's what I like. You don't want to. It's like, yeah, he's hurt, but it's like, damn, why are you fucking hurt, man? Like Jalen Johnson, why are you hurt, dude?
Why are you hurt?
Like,
this your job.
Oh boy.
And this what we thought was going. This was the crew. Dennis Allen and the defense was the crew that was supposed to get us to Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to get us to Christmas to see if we can get this offense clicking by then.
Marcus Mixer said, what you just said is why I think Mononga and Swift need to rotate like Gibbs and Monty. They wear defenses down. I'm sure Kyle breaking all them hits will be a big difference. Yeah, I agree, but I thought Swift should have, the way he was playing with his few touches in the first half, I think he should have played more. He should have got more touches. He ended with 11. He led, but still. Where's the 40? I'm not understanding why we didn't do the 40 touches between all the runs, whatever, today. I'm not understanding that. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know what the game plan was. That's why everybody gets basically Fs. Yeah, that's why everybody get blamed, because it's like y'all practice. I feel like, and that's why I said maybe they planned for Lamar and got Huntley. It's like whatever y'all planned, when y'all got to Baltimore, it seemed like y'all just like, nah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna run our first 15, and then we'll see how it feels.
Mm-hmm.
And when y'all was dominant, it's kind of like y'all got on y'all fucking heels, and then that's when hardball, surprise, Jack in the Box popped out. But yeah, that front 7. Actually, I can just say the front 7, because even on the blitz you can't get home. And if you want to throw, and that front 7 includes the Briskers and the Bayards. I'm not talking about the cornerbacks because they was all second and third string special teamers. Y'all got cooked because y'all shouldn't have been probably out there anyway. But That front seven, the Brisker not being like you said that was a dumbass angle that he took on that one play.
Oh yeah, like if you
Tremaine,
don't get outside, dude.
Tremaine flying past, running backs, looking back like, what are you doing? Like overplaying, like it was just all bad, overcompensating. Yeah, that's my blame, man. I mean, I blame George McCaskey. I blame
Ben Johnson gets some blame. I'll just throw that in there because while we wrap this thing up, Ben Johnson gets some blame in there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought rookie head coach though, like he'll get it. He'll figure this thing out. But I'm trying to see Caleb. Like I said, Caleb get that blame. That interception that moment was atrocious. I was so shocked. I ain't see him throw an interception like that. Well, now that it's back-to-back games because he threw one to Rome's way the last game,
right?
And then he threw that one to Rome's way this game. But normally before those two plays, it's like if he was throwing picks, it's batted balls that's in the air or just deep shots where he just throwing the ball deep or something stupid happened or whatever. But those two were back-to-back interceptions that I'm just not used to him throwing.
Mm-hmm.
I know people say he get lucky or almost interception. I don't even know what the fuck an almost interception is. Like
in an interception worthy pass.
Yeah, like what the fuck? That don't even.
All right, Nostradamus.
It's an incomplete pass. Sorry.
All right, all right, Cleo.
Yeah, this was one of them games, Wes. This is one of them games. Yeah, I ain't got much else to say. I am dealing with an emergency, so yeah, we got to get out of here.
We go. I'm good, man. I gave my grades. Obviously, we don't got no good, better, best videos.
No, I looked. There was no. I knew they weren't.
No, we weren't gonna do that. No locker room. No, my game ball gonna sit over there by itself, lonely. Had to get some dust. Go 2 weeks without getting picked up again.
Look, on the bright side, we have been winning a lot lately, and it felt good.
Yep.
Team ain't ready to just keep winning until you get the trenches and be able to just beat people up with big dudes. It's gonna be like this, but we're gonna be able to win though, because then it's only gonna come back and scheme up some shit and get pressure. So it's not all bad. This was Vegas had us picked to lose, even without Lamar. Like that says a lot. That says a shit ton. And with Lamar, they had us down like 7 points, 7-point underdog. So all is not bad. They don't fix it. I think we beat Cincy. I think see, we got to get after his old ass. And the sick part about him, the good part about him is he can't run. So when they send them blitzes he not stepping up and running through them any open gaps. He gonna have to sit there and let it ride. Now, if we are without Tyreek and Kyler he's on IR. So if we without Tyreek,
I
don't know, man. Jamar and Higgins is good. They're good, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get the week go on. Injury reports go out. We'll have a better idea what's going on. Y'all know we're gonna be back Wednesday night. So any last words?
Nah, man. I don't got nothing else to say. Bear down, go Bears. It's fucking just stupid. It's this show that's like, oh god, it's just can't even do it. I feel like we can't even do a real accurate, good show. I don't have anything to say. I can't really say nothing other than that we failed on a week where we had an opportunity. It's a missed opportunity.
That's a good
overall. This is just a missed opportunity for this team for us to go, but it ain't for what's gonna happen over the next week.
Gotta keep going.
First things first. First take. Two codes, Papa Joe, Carmen, them, Hodge, all of them finna have a fucking field day, and they finna love this. Fuck them. I don't even want to watch nothing or listen to nobody for the next
Nacho, Dave, Laz, Marcus mixed it. Bear Truth was in here. All y'all that stuck around and just chopped it up with us, y'all help the conversation every week, man. Appreciate all y'all being in here with us. I don't think y'all understand. We love talking football, and I see y'all love talking football too, because we be in here for hours just chopping it up about this team that we love. Definitely Pilgrim, forgot about you was in here too. Definitely a ridiculous loss. Coach Rob, Chef Dub, excellent show. You gentlemen enjoy your week tomorrow, even after today's performance. Yeah, look, hey, this week gonna be a little sluggish, but we're gonna be back to play Cincy, and we'll talk about that Wednesday night. So look, y'all have the rest of y'all Sunday night. Get some good food, eat some dinner, relax. Is back to work tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Robb, and my co-host in the building will be Chef West. We will see y'all Wednesday night. We out of here. Peace.